Ty in Arsenal gear, as usual.
Absolutely, but then the reason why I'm wearing it, obviously there's no excuse for wearing colours in my opinion. It's because unfortunately our women got knocked out by Wolfsburg last Thursday, so out of respect to them, I'm wearing it for a whole week. So
you're wearing it for a whole week?
Yeah.
Is that like a mourning process?
Yeah, well, mourning in football terms, but out of respect. So, because for me, without to cut a long story short, it's not always about winning. It's wearing colours when your team have lost as well.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Give you
so
good practice with Arsenal to do that.
Well, you'd know about that.
I would know that. You are
That was
correct.
a dig.
I mean, look, if I give it to you, you've got to give it to me back, right?
Absolutely.
And
Thank
we
you,
have Raul. I really need to do the R of it. I really need to. Hi, welcome back.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I mean, last time we were here, you walked in and first thing you said was you were going to win 3-1. Are you as confident today?
Yes, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, we want to win 1-2 today again here in London.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, I mean, I have to say he was spot on last time.
Sorry about that. Just you need to check everything, the statistics, you know.
Oh wow, feeling that tension. And of course we have Matisse. Hi.
I'm very good. I'm actually got 2-0 Chelsea in my prediction.
Wow.
So we beat them last. They've actually never beaten us yet, as of yet, since we played them competitively. Played them 3 times, Super Cup final in 1998, and then last 2 fixtures last season. So
Matisse came with stats.
Yeah,
today.
it's looking good. It's looking good for the mighty Chelsea. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this though. But it's a big game. Big game.
Okay, I mean it wasn't looking too good on the weekend.
No.
You actually got battered by Brentford.
Yeah. It's a long day.
I mean I was very happy to see that, but what actually happened with that?
I feel like just a combobulation of confusion.
Oh, I like that.
It was
Combobulation of confusion.
Yeah,
Very
it was a
good
long
word, very
day.
good word.
There was a yellow kit. Promotion team at home at Stamford Bridge. It happened last year with West Brom, same time last year. So
that's right.
We just charity FC. We just like to give presents out
Oh
sometimes.
my God!
So.
How can you lot call yourself charity FC? Have you seen Spurs? Have you seen Arsenal at times?
What? Have you seen Tottenham?
I said Spurs. Ty's coming
Spurs,
for
fair
me
enough.
for no reason. Ty's coming for me tonight.
No. Of course I'm not coming for you.
That's why he's sitting as far away
That's all
from
right.
you.
Usually always this side as well.
Yeah, but no disrespect to Matisse. I want Real Madrid to win.
Yeah,
so
he's
I
on the
can't
Real
say
Madrid
Chelsea
side.
can
I mean, I think we're all this side.
Yeah, it's okay. It's lonely on this side. I'll take it.
But Abbi, listen, I'm not coming for you. I don't come for anybody. But
No.
if people come for me in football terms, I come for them.
Well, you're a lot calmer this week than you were last week.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We're off to a good start.
Well, absolutely, but there was reasons for that though. as you well know, which I explain. I want Spain on there, which I explain, and that's another reason why. Like I said, I don't come for people. When people come for me, I come for them in football terms. That's exactly what happened that day.
Okay, Ty has told you.
You've been warned.
Don't come for him. Right, let's run through the team sheets. Chelsea have got Mendy in goal, Christensen, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, James, Kante, Jorginho, Azpilicueta, Mount, Havertz and Pulisic. Real Madrid have gone Courtois, Carvajal, Militao, Alaba, Cruz, Benzema, Modric, Casemiro, Valverde, Vinicius Junior and Mendy. Are you happy with that team, Raul?
Yes, absolutely. I think that at the moment is the best team possible in Madrid. Probably the difference today is Valverde. Missing probably Asensio, but you can see the last time what happened in the side of Carvajal.
Yeah, he was so
probably
run over.
Valverde gonna play in the right side. I'm gonna help to Carvajal. Valverde is strong. Chelsea have a strong player, to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna see a match different that last time in Paris, but we're gonna see one Real Madrid with the ball, one Real Madrid that want to play the football today, and the starting from Ancelotti for me is the best 11 that possible today.
Okay, so do you think this is going to be a harder game than the Paris game?
Not hard, no.
Not as hard. Easier game.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can
Sorry.
See
Oh,
face.
damn! You just went there.
To be honest, we don't need to check the last match in front of the Brentford, but yes, it's our league. It's the Champions League. It's and let me see today, but yeah, I am very, very, very happy with Chelsea.
Fair.
Wow.
Damn. I must
Okay.
say, I mean, I'm happy with my lineup. I don't think Real Madrid played particularly well against PSG. 75% of that game, I think they were dominated, to be honest. And it was only in the second half, in the second leg, that they actually really started to show what they could do with Modric and Benzema. But I think our lineup is interesting because Alonso's been dropped at left wing back for Azpilicueta, and I think that just goes to show how much the manager doesn't trust Alonso. I don't trust Alonso, so it makes sense. And no Malang Sarr as well, so he's really decided to go with experience on that side. But yeah, I'm happy with that. The pivot of Kante and Jorginho is the same midfield with Mount dropping in, make it 3v3 is the same midfield we played last year against them. And like I said, the way that they played against PSG for most of that tie in midfield, they were dominated. So if we can overrun them the same way Verratti did, then I think we're looking pretty good in this game, to be honest.
But you also have to remember that Real Madrid are extremely experienced. How many times is it? 13
times, yeah.
13?
13.
13.
13, 14.
I think it's 13 times. I think it's 13 times.
Yes, 13 times,
Champions League winners. You know, that first half against Paris, we were, you know, they were looking ropey. I know Raul thought that they were always going to get back into the game, but looking at how they were playing, a lot of us probably thought they wouldn't get back into it.
Yeah.
And then you have that moment of brilliance from someone like a Benzema or a Modric, who was unplayable in that game. He was so good.
Yeah.
Does that not concern you at all?
Obviously, I respect it. I respect the pedigree. But last year they had the same pedigree. We still beat them, and I think we're not PSG. PSG are the bottlers of the Champions League. You know, they have given away massive leads time and time again. They've been able to ship goals for fun when they're in control of ties. I think back to the Barcelona game where Neymar completely reversed the fixture. Chelsea under Tuchel are a great knockout team, great cup team. We've got to every single final since he's been in charge. We don't play about in the cup, so we're not PSG. So, and we're the holders, so we deserve our respect as well. So that's why I respect Real Madrid, but at the same time, I'm happy to have them. I would rather have Real Madrid than have Man City or Liverpool.
Okay.
Today, to be honest, today we have a big team because we have two similar and two hard statistic. For example, Chelsea never lose with Real Madrid in Europe. Never. I think the 4 time never lose.
Yeah.
And in the other side we have, if Real Madrid play with the actual winner, Real Madrid never lose, and Real Madrid finish with the cup.
Wow.
Whenever they
that's
played the
interesting.
winner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
That's
So
fascinating.
today, it's really interesting because we want to see a big game because.
Come on, Everton. Sorry.
So yes, so because Chelsea never lose with Real Madrid,
Yeah.
and always the Real Madrid play with the actual
Wow,
winner.
that's fascinating.
Real Madrid win, and Real Madrid win the Champions League.
So you've got
Wow.
your own
So-
stats.
Yeah.
But
And he's got his.
Raul has
So he's got his.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I love that.
Wow,
good.
I'm
good. But
Someone's
I feel-
record is getting
I feel-
broken.
Yeah, exactly. Something's got to give.
Something's got to give.
I mean, for
indeed.
what it's worth, my initial thing would be to lean towards Real Madrid for the win.
Because you're Tottenham, man.
I think well,
Say it, Abby, go on.
that's what I want, but I think I'm
Yeah, that's
sometimes
what I-
quite impartial. But
That's
to
what
be-
I want. That's what I want as well.
I
If
want
I'm
it, but
honest.
I just have this thing after watching Real Madrid last time. I know that you're not the same outfit as Paris, and you know, I would argue that I think you're a harder opposition than Paris, in my opinion. But I just have this feeling that maybe
It could be there. Yeah.
I just think that it could be the time. You played each
Yeah.
other so many times. I think that Madrid
Yeah.
maybe have learned. You know,
Yeah.
you'd hope from a Madrid perspective they would have learned from maybe their mistakes previously when playing.
Yeah, Abby, I agree. And also think that the fact that Real Madrid was, because I didn't think that Real Madrid, to reverse that, the confidence that it would give Real Madrid. And like Raul says, I'm up to say, is it Raul or Raul?
Raul.
Raul. Like Raul is saying, go on, let's get his name right. Listen, if you've won it 13 times, how can you not be confident? If you've won
Yeah.
it the most times and you've actually reversed against a very good PSG team, you know, that would give you confidence.
And
Obviously, sorry, go on.
No.
Obviously, they're not going to underestimate Chelsea, and they know Chelsea is going to be harder defensively. But you
See,
know,
when you say about PSG being a very good team, obviously they are in terms of their players. They're very good. They've got a very good squad of players. But if you look at PSG as a team, they're not a very good team because they don't actually, when it comes to it, they don't work for each other in terms of being a team, if that makes sense.
yeah, of course it makes sense. Of course it makes sense. But that's what I mean. I'm just looking at the tackle of Messi, Mbappe and Neymar, and I thought, boy, that's incredible. But obviously, all those players, if they gel, they'd be incredible. But yeah, no, I do hear what you're saying. But the fact that Real Madrid still got back into it is amazing, because what would the odds have been on them getting back to actually win?
From being where they were, I guess so.
That's what I mean. So if they can do that, obviously it's going to be different against Chelsea, because Chelsea are more defensively solid, and it's going to be very difficult. But you know, Real Madrid have to be confident, and Raul is saying about the stats. Those stats are fascinating. I don't know, where did you dig that up from, Raul? That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah. No, but to be honest, maybe Ancelotti, maybe all the team need to have the experience of the last year. So we need to be more confident, because we lost the last year. So I think this is extra motivation for the team.
Ty, what's your problem with
Ty.
Burnley, bro?
What's my problem with Burnley?
Just to put it into context, we've got some other games just going on before. Obviously, we
come on,
kick
Everton.
off.
Well,
and Ty has got one eye on this Burnley Everton game.
Well, actually, you know what? I don't know, who was it?
This is a huge game, because these two are like neck and neck.
It was, but now that Burnley scored, it's a shame. There was some fantastic video. I would like to go back to watching that. That's better. But
video referencing as well.
The problem I have with Burnley, Matisse, is the fact that I think it's Ashley Westwood nearly broke Kieran. Kieran turned his leg, nearly broke his ankle, and VAR said VAR didn't recommend red card. That's fine. I didn't hear Sean Dyche. I didn't hear none of the players come out and say it was an accident, and that disgusts me, because he could have broken his leg.
I hear that, and I've seen you not be happy with quite a few players that have nearly injured Arsenal players. But have Arsenal players never nearly broke someone's leg? What's your opinion on Xhaka, say?
Whose leg is he nearly broken?
Xhaka, bro. I just to make the assumption.
So whose leg? Exactly. So
but do you remember if Arsenal players almost injure someone? Do you remember that, or do you just let that one slide?
Of course I do. But of course I do. But the stats.
But will you hate them then?
Actually,
will you hate them?
No.
The same way you hate Westwood.
No, but I don't hate. I didn't say I hate him.
Okay.
I hated the challenge.
Okay.
Because the challenge is ridiculous.
You gotta forgive and forget, bro.
No. You forgive and forget when people admit they're wrong. If let's just say, let's take it out to the street. If I stamp on somebody's leg and I nearly break their ankle in the street and it's an accident, am I going to walk away? I'm going to say, oh, I'm sorry. But yet in football, you can nearly break someone's leg and not say, and that's what I mean. Sean Dyche, if it's an accident, fair enough. Why is Sean Dyche or the player himself come out and said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean no malice in the tackle? That to me says that you don't care. And that's absolutely ridiculous and disgusting. I don't want to get myself up. And it's not a good...
not sportsmanship.
Not sportsmanship. And it's not a good habit for the game. Because I'm looking at young players, boys and girls, who are playing that. If they see that now, they think it's all right to tackle like that and not say nothing. And that's the worrying thing. That's what. Now we know as fans. I hope I don't go too long.
Just carry on. Fill your boots. I'm listening.
We know as fans that's wrong. Yeah. If you're young, you think that's the way, because the young boys and girls look up to everything that the professionals do. And if you see that, and you do, that's what I mean. Sean Dyche didn't come out and say nothing.
But do you know what? It used to be a lot worse. That's the thing.
That's what I was just thinking. I mean, we pretty much have like a non-contact sport now anyway.
No, it did. It did, but that still doesn't make it right. That still doesn't make it right. And in this day and age, when you've got fear, how is it? That's what I mean. You're saying about, no, I wouldn't hate anyone that plays for us, but if one of our players did that tackle, I would say, yes, it's out of order. I would say it's disgraceful. I can't condone that. I can't condone it. And that's why I have a problem with Burnley, because if West would have come out and said, oh,
it's traditional for that, to be fair, Burnley. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but the thing is, you're saying they're traditional for it. I've never seen them do it on Chelsea.
They have
Matic.
Who?
They did it on Nemanja Matic, and I think
they're a dirty
Did he break
team.
it?
They do that.
They tried. They didn't obviously.
But what do you say? They got sent off.
Who got? I can't even remember. I feel like both of them might have got sent off in that game, because then there was a retaliation afterwards from Matic because he was angry.
But you see, the thing is, with that now, they've actually been punished. To me, if Westwood's not sent off, he hasn't been punished. So next time now, it could be worse. And I speak from experience in the fact that we've had Vasariku Abbi, his career over after being clattered by Dan Smith in the last minute of a 3-0 win at the Stadium of Light. The last minute. We've had Eduardo's Premier League career finished by a terrible tackle by Martin Taylor, and Alex McLeish,
I remember that.
the Birmingham manager,
Yep.
was trying to say there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
And also, the only one that's still playing, and he's very,
Ramsey.
very absolutely Aaron. And I'll go back to Gilberto. With Gilberto, I'll keep on saying that, and it still disgusts me up to today, because McLeish didn't say nothing, was that Eduardo was speaking to Gilberto, because they're both Brazilian Portuguese. He had to translate from Portuguese to English to Gary Lynn, our dead physio. And the thing is, Gilberto saved.
I mean, West was just given a penalty.
Oh yes! 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 Yes!
You could not write it.
You couldn't write it.
Could not write
You
it.
couldn't write it. You couldn't write it. You know what? I think I'll shut up. Hopefully they'll equalise. That's perfect.
You've just spoken into
I mean,
it.
you were on such a roll. I didn't want to stop you, but
It's the fact that you remember everything, like,
honestly, I wish I had a memory. Were you like that at school? Like, could you remember everything that went on in like maths?
you must have passed with flying colours.
Yeah, you must have got A stars.
Not really, but the thing is, when you watch your team, it's an education. You're blessed to see your football team home and away. So it's just like a photographic memory with me, fortunately.
Amazing that you've got photographic memory.
Thank you very much.
Right, Richarlison is going to take this penalty. Guys, just to remind you, we are a Champions League watch along tonight, but obviously pre-kick-off we are having a look at the Burnley Everton game. Richarlison.
Please, score.
Yes! And he scored. Anyone would think Ty's an Everton fan at this moment in time.
And you know what? Well done, Richarlison. Hope Everton win. And also, I'm sorry, if I can end what I was saying. Yeah, Gilberto had to translate from Portuguese to English to Gary. And the thing is, Gilberto saved Eduardo's leg not being amputated. Because if he got it wrong, Gary needed to know where the break was straight away. So Gilberto had to say it perfect English. So Gary knew where the break was, so he could stop it. And this is what I'm saying about how ridiculous challenges can be when they're non-punching. Now, Martin Taylor got sent off. That's fine. But I didn't hear McLeish come out and say, oh, we're sorry. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Same with Tony Pulis as well. And the funny thing is with Tony Pulis and Stoke, when Aaron got his leg broken, a season before that, the silly, in football terms only, Emmanuel Adebayo, they were saying, no, he's not that type of player. I remember Shawcross tackled him off the pitch, but no one spoke about that. This is what I'm saying. So I'm saying these tackles.
But do you know what? Stoke, Burnley, these type of teams, they're notorious for it because they're probably instructed to be given that extra physicality.
But this is what I'm saying. But that's fine. But if you go over the
line,
that's what
I hear that. Because you're ending careers.
But that's what I'm saying.
It is
that's what I'm saying.
Because Eduardo never recovered from that, did he?
His Premier League career was over.
Yeah, he's finished.
Vass's career was more or less over. Aaron's the only one operating at a good level. And the funny thing is, to make it even worse, I was lucky enough to be at the game. The Stoke fans, they were laughing. This is what I don't understand about moronic behaviour. They were absolutely laughing. It's only when Seth scored the penalty. They stopped. So I don't know.
Did you go on to win that game?
Yeah, we won 3-1.
But
Seth scored the penalty. But until then, they were laughing and singing disgustingly, he's only got one leg. What's that? That's to me, that's not football. That's not football. And that's what I'm saying about the line. Once the line is crossed now, what are we doing? We're not playing football. We're not playing football.
Okay, right. Anyway, let's bring this back. We've got some super chats. A red and yellow affair said, Ty, I wish you nothing but health, wealth and happiness.
Thank you very much.
And yes,
same to you.
other cheating, lying hypocrites are available like Tony Pulis, Allardyce, Mourinho and Phil Brown.
That's right, Phil Brown, Sam Allardyce,
what's going on?
Alex Ferguson. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, anyway, guys, make sure you send in your predictions, please, about this game that we're actually going to be watching, the Chelsea-Real Madrid game. I want to hear what you guys think is going to happen tonight. As you mentioned, Real Madrid have faced Chelsea more times than ever without winning against any other side that they have done in Europe. That is 5 times. Hopefully you guys are going to break that deadlock tonight. But Chelsea are also unbeaten in their last 8 games against Spanish teams in European competitions. They've won 4 and they've drawn 4, including in all 5 that have taken place during Thomas Tuchel's time. Do you think, Raul, that Thomas Tuchel is a good manager?
To be honest, I don't know. To be honest, it's a good. Let me see. I think in the Chelsea he is doing a good job this year because to be honest, the Chelsea lose last weekend, but the last game that they lose is in January, maybe no, in January.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's been a good run before that.
He's doing a good job this year because I think it's not easy manage the situation that the Chelsea this year, to be honest, and he's doing a good job. But I would like to see this manager in other team, to be honest, because yes, I think that he's gonna have more opportunity than the Chelsea. Sorry, but it's my opinion, and I would like to see.
Where would you like to see him?
Good question.
Why not in Liverpool?
Okay.
Or why not in Spain?
So would this be someone that, if Real Madrid got rid of Ancelotti, is it someone you'd want to look at?
Yes, why not? Yes. Let me see Ancelotti this year. But
are you happy with Ancelotti?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting.
Sorry guys, I don't remember another things. We lost the last year, but do you know where they played the last year?
Training ground.
In the
First leg.
When your stadium was closed, right?
In Madrid.
Yeah.
Now it's the Burnley.
We don't play in the Bernabeu, no?
No, we didn't.
Okay. So
listen, yeah. You also
sorry.
We didn't play with no fans as well. You know, you're putting yourself under a lot of pressure, Raul, if you don't win this game.
You're putting a lot of pressure.
It's true. Yeah.
Make sure I'm on this watch along for the return leg, and make sure Raul's here too.
That's it, because I was remembering now. So
Most definitely. Right, we have a super chat from Shref who said, ask Papa Smurf, threw to Emery and chased him out unnecessarily. Also, by how many goals will Chelsea lose tonight? I'm going for a 4-1 Real Madrid. Do you think that fans...
Well, I know. I'm not Papa Smurf, so I don't have to answer silliness. If you want to be stupid, you want to be rude. I love Papa Smurf. I won't answer a question. Simple as that. Goodbye. Waste your time. I'm not answering it.
Okay.
Sorry.
I mean, Ty is really taking no prisoners tonight, guys. So
That's true. Because if you want to be stupid and foolish, then and you don't address me as my name, which is Taiwo, which is not hard to say, then I won't answer a question. Simple. So
state them.
You just wasted your time and wasted your money. But thank you anyway.
Keep them coming in, send your super chat.
Exactly.
I'll still read them out, even if he doesn't answer. Scott Brown said, let's go Madrid, Hala Madrid. Wab said, I know I'm a live stream late, but Barcelona 2019, who won 6 trophies, is much better than the Invincibles.
Of course it is. Of course they are, because they went unbeaten and they got a gold trophy, didn't they? Okay, so they did it then.
You might have just out here just trying to wind them up already.
Well, so no, but they can't because the facts are the facts. Like I was saying in the watch log yesterday, we got a gold trophy for going to be the greatest, like you say, boat. So you know what I mean. And the funny thing is, they're saying about the Barcelona team. That's not in the same league as well. That's La Liga. It's La Liga, the Premier League.
How many trophies would you have to swap the gold trophy?
How many
trophies would we have to give you to swap with the gold trophy?
What are you trying to say? You're giving us trophies as Chelsea?
No, I'm just saying, like, how much is this gold trophy worth in terms of...
About being invincible.
Absolutely priceless. Because nobody's got, that's what I mean, nobody got a gold trophy.
No one has got it, but I mean, the amount of draws you had in that season.
Yes, 12, Abbi. 12, Abbi. And
a lot of
Abbi, you're playing dangerous
Abbi,
games.
you know what? Abbi, I got a lot of love for you, but that's cool. You're coming into my football jurisdiction. Yes, you can say that, but you know what? We won the league at your ground, so that means.
Did, and it absolutely pains me. That
exactly.
ever happen, and it's something that we can never let go of.
So you're saying we had 12 draws.
I'm just saying it's a lot of draws.
Yeah, but it's a lot.
It's a lot of draws.
It can be 12.
You still got the job done. I'm just saying it's a lot of draws.
It's a lot of draws.
And also because I love the nibble. I love to make you nibble as well.
No, but there's no. We won it on your ground, so to win it on your ground, that's like Chelsea winning it.
I agree. It's
at Fulham or at Tottenham. That's like Chelsea. No, that's what I mean.
I agree. It's unforgivable from a Spurs perspective.
So 12 draws is nothing because you have to look at what we did, and by then we took our foot off the pedal. So even still going unbeaten was incredible.
Yeah, but Spurs were absolute crap back then as well. So anyway, right, let's just get back to this game.
Fair enough.
Spurs are still crap, to be honest.
I knew that was coming.
Okay, well just sit and wait. Okay, we'll come to you. Right, Real Madrid's last away win against an English side in the Champions League was in 2014-15 when they won 3-0 against Liverpool at Anfield. Spurs have also beat them in that time as well. So I mean, when was the last time you were in the Champions League, Ty? Quite a long time ago.
I think when it was quicker than the last time you won a major trophy.
Maybe
so.
that's a fair
no,
point.
definitely.
That's a fair point. I'm just here to wind up Ty all night. Right, I want to have your predictions before obviously this game kicks off in the next 5 minutes. Ty, what's your prediction, please?
It's going to be difficult, but I still think you can't count against Real Madrid. So Real Madrid 1-0. And goal scorer, probably Benzema.
Okay. Raul, you've already said, you said 2-1, right, to Madrid?
Oh yeah, that's right, I did, yeah.
2-1 for Real Madrid. So to be honest, I would like to see, for example, 0-2 for Real Madrid, but I think that Chelsea gonna score 1 goal.
Okay.
But yeah, 1-2.
1-2. Okay. Matisse, I'm assuming you're going to completely have a different one.
I'm still going 2-0. I'm still going 2-0 to Chelsea.
All right.
Who's on the score sheet for you?
Kai Havertz, and I'll give it Jorginho a penalty. Just be outlandish here and say that.
Okay. Parisian.
So what about yours, Abby? Sorry to interrupt. What about your prediction?
My prediction, I kind of see this as a draw, to be honest.
Nice.
I can see this like a 1-1.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But I hope it's a
nice,
Madrid win. But hey.
Okay.
Right, Parisian Londoner in the chat. Shout out Parisian, we love you. He said, big up to this quality panel. Fully backing up my friend Raul. 2-1 Real Madrid. Matisse, that trim is fresh, bro.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
appreciate it.
Of course, Raul's Madrid knocking out Parisian's PSG the last time we were in here together. Alan Garcia said Madrid 2-1. Fran O'Wayne said 1-1. Just having a look through what else everyone is saying. Lots of people Hala Madrid. Not too many people on the side of Chelsea, believe it or not. But anyone who does want to send in their prediction, please do. If there's any Chelsea fans in the chat. Yafu said Brendan Rodgers tie won the league with Celtic unbeaten.
Yeah, in the Scottish League, not in the Premier League. My point exactly, which is what I said before.
Is it only important if it's in the Premier League?
No. What I'm saying is we're not talking about La Liga. We're not talking about SPL. We're talking about the Premier League. That's what we're talking. We're not talking about any other leagues. We're talking about the Premier League. That's what we're talking about. So you can find there's great teams everywhere, but I'm talking about the Premier League.
So can I ask you a question?
Of course.
So what would you think would be a bigger achievement? I'm going to just compare it to something outside of the Premier League.
Yeah, go on.
Is it a bigger achievement to win
The treble.
The treble?
Yeah, of course it is. I would never say it's not, but one
So I'm asking you, so would you swap your gold Invincible trophy for a treble?
Absolutely not.
You wouldn't, even though it's bigger?
Because that's the way it is. The fact that we got a gold trophy, and what's also big about that is because that was the time when Manchester United were dominating. So to win the league unbeaten in that dominant Manchester United cheating, I might add, era, is big. No, I wouldn't. Obviously, the treble is a big achievement. You never hear me say that, but the fact that we did that, because even now, 20 years later, it's still actually surreal to know that we did it. And I was lucky enough to go. And there was so many times we were so lucky. And if anyone told us at the start of the season, we'll win the league, we'd bit their hands off. If anybody said we'll win the league at White Hart Lane, we'll bite their hands off again. But if they said we'd win the league, we'd win at White Hart Lane and go unbeaten, we would never, ever in our wildest dreams believe them.
Me too.
Touche, Abby. So I can't say it.
But anyway, right, the other game that's also kicking off is Villarreal taking on Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich, that's right.
We will go through the teams. Rulli, Albiol, Torres, Parejo, Capu, Moreno, Foyth, Estu, I can't even pronounce that or see it because of my eyesight. Estupinan, Danjuma, Lo Celso and Coquelin. Lots of ex-Spurs players in that Villarreal side.
Goon as well.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that side.
Surge as well.
Bayern Munich, Neuer, Upamecano, Pavard, Kimmich, Gnabry, Lewandowski, Koeman, Davis, Hernandez, Müller, Musiala. So. Yes. We will keep an eye on that game as well for you guys. But the Chelsea-Real Madrid game is about to kick off. Dylan, make sure you send in your predictions. We want to get them in before kick-off actually starts. And, of course, again at half-time.
Right, off we go.
Dylan said, big up everyone on the panel from
big
NYC.
Up to you as well. Thank you.
Hope everyone is well. And big up Ty. He is a legend out here in New York City.
Thank you. I hope you're well too. Well, listen, thank you very much. I would like to call myself legendarily lucky, but thank you all the same.
Look at you. You've got worldwide fans. Aaron has
well, I'm sure you have as well, Abby.
Well, that'd be very nice. Thanks.
Well, absolutely. Well, and listen, Abby, you deserve it. No, seriously, you deserve it as well.
You're so
It's true, Abby.
Now I feel bad about trying to make you.
Oh, no, Abby, listen, Abby, you're cool, man. I know you. So it's cool. It's all right. And the funny thing, it's all love in football. That's what I'm saying.
Always.
That's what I'm saying. So
Unless you're Westwood.
Well, absolutely. And we're not, obviously, we're talking about Ashley and not Tim.
Yes,
Westwood,
Ashley.
the legend DJ.
You like Tim Westwood?
I used to go to his raves back in the day. Of course. I used to go to his raves.
Just to make sure. Tim Westwood, if you're watching, Ty loves you.
Yeah. I used to go to Dingwalls, Linford Studios, the Arches. Oh, it's great. And when Westwood's at Carnival, Westwood's absolutely superb.
Okay, so just Ashley Westwood, he doesn't like, not Tim. Right, Aaron has predicted 2-0 to Madrid.
Okay.
We have had Billy, who said 3-0 Madrid.
Oh, wow.
2-0 Madrid, 3-0 Madrid. We've got lots of people backing Madrid in this chat, to be honest with you. So many, so many. Someone said, Tevin said, Abby, can we have a starting 11 of players that Ty hates? I'm sure that Ty could probably do that for you as the stream goes on. Many people back in Madrid. Someone said 5-0 to Madrid. I think that's...
These guys are not serious.
I mean, not that I wouldn't love to see it.
They're not serious, honestly, with their predictions. Like, none of these predictions anybody would be putting money on at all.
That's true. But then I suppose they're
just not serious.
Yeah.
It's all hopes and dreams in that chat. It's not real life, but it's good because I like the fact that nobody is going with Chelsea because we tend to do better when no one thinks we're going to win.
As an underdog. Are you really an underdog in this game though?
I don't think we are, but according to the chat and to a lot of people, we are. So I'll take it. I'll take the underdog. I'm not. You don't win trophies by being favourites. You win trophies by winning games.
Yeah,
so.
but how can Chelsea not be favourites in a competition that you're I know obviously against Madrid 13.
I think this tie is really evenly split.
I do as well.
But from some of these predictions, sounds like it's not.
I think there's just a lot of Chelsea hate in the chat.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Which is fair.
I'm happy to be underdogs, to be honest.
Which is fair.
Abby, I will answer that question. And the fact is, there's not a 1 to 11 of players I hate because, like I said before, I don't hate anybody in football. What I hate in football is violence, and that's it. So I don't hate any player because I don't know any. Actually, I do know some of our players, and I know, but I don't know anybody that way to actually hate them because hate is a very strong word, and it should never be used in football.
So dislike. Is it dislike?
Dislike players, not knowing them. Dislike what they've done on the pitch, but it's only on the pitch because I do not know them personally. So I can never ever say I dislike them because I don't know them. So yeah, dislike would be a better word, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Raul said, Ty is right, the Invincible are the greatest.
Thank you, we like to think so.
Are the greatest.
The greatest.
Give us another one, Ty.
The greatest.
Look at that roll of the R.
Tongue.
Right, we ran a poll, sorry. What will tonight's result be? Chelsea win has just edged it with 43% of the vote.
Right.
Madrid win 41% of the vote and 15% think that it will be a draw. So lots of people also in the chat going for a draw, but still most people are going for Madrid, unfortunately. Matisse.
Happy days.
Happy days.
Happy days.
Are you happy with how your season's gone?
I think so with context because we've won 2 trophies. We've got to a final. You can lose to Liverpool on penalties. It is what it is. In the Premier League, I'm disappointed with how far behind we are. I just wanted us to compete and to at least be, around that 6-7 points involved at least, but we're not in the title race. But we're still in the Champions League and we're still in the FA Cup. So it would be very elitist of me to say that I'm not satisfied because we're literally in all competitions and we've won 2 trophies and we got to another final and we're at Wembley again. So
I think Chelsea are massively a cup team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know obviously you've won many things in between that, but I always think that in terms of the cups, you dominate those. However, I'm quite disappointed in how Chelsea's season has gone. If I'm taking like a Spurs hat off, because I think a lot of people after the summer you had, and actually to be honest with you, the summer before that you had as well, when Frank Lampard was still there, and the amount of money that you've spent over the last kind of 2 seasons, you should be challenging, should you not?
Yeah, I think we should, but unfortunately, it looks like we haven't spent that money very well because a lot of these players that we've purchased, like Timo Werner, and then we've had to sign another striker in Lukaku.
Are you happy with signing Lukaku? Because
no,
there was a lot of money spent to bring him back. but you knew already the kind of player that he was before that, because of course he used to play for you before he then went to United and then went to Inter.
I personally thought he had developed a lot more than it seems that he has, and when he first came to Chelsea and he did his whole press tour, he was kind of like speaking about how he's, you know, revolutionized his game. He's learned a lot in Italy. His hold-up players improved with Conte, etc. So I was just looking for evidence, and I was like, I'll believe a man before I tell him he's a liar. And then next thing you know, he can't do any of these things, and he's very, very limited, and he needs a lot of service, and he's not able to adapt to systems. And so, yeah, in hindsight now, it was an absolute waste of money, and I'd like him to probably go in the summer.
So just to ask you a quick question on that, because obviously Tammy Abraham has done, you know, the same move, gone to Italy and is having a good season with Roma. I think it's 15 goals so far this season. And of course, when you look at the other leagues, and this is not to say that other leagues aren't competitive, but obviously, you know, when you look at the Premier League, I'd say it's the most competitive because anyone can beat everyone, like we just saw with Chelsea and Brentford. So, in hindsight, obviously having a look at what Tammy Abraham is doing, would you have just preferred to stick with Tammy Abraham, or do you think it's just a case of the league is completely different and sometimes players aren't so suited?
No, I think Tammy needed to go. Tuchel wasn't using him anyway. He had him in third choice as a striker. He was barely coming off the bench. So for me, I think Tammy had to get that game time to go and develop and play football at that age. He wasn't going to lead us to a title, in my opinion. We just signed the wrong guy. Maybe we need to not look at traditional number 9s, seeing as they don't work out too well for Chelsea traditionally anyway, historically, and look at City and Liverpool. They don't really play with traditional number 9s, quote unquote, and maybe go in a different direction. I think Kai has the potential to lead that line.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do.
I was going to actually ask you about him because obviously he has actually stepped up for you in key games, which, you know, other players maybe don't do so much.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like he gets loads of the plaudits and loads of the headlines.
Yeah, I mean, statistically, he won't match up as well as people want him to if you just was to look at, you know, straight up goals and assists. But when you watch him, especially this season, there has been an improvement in general play. A lot of the reasons why Chelsea have played well and other players have potentially got goals is because Kai has been able to link up the play. Kai has ran into the channel. He's kind of playing that Firmino role where he's not selfish and he's willing to give to the team and to cover spaces and to set other people up for opportunities. And most of the time when we play good football, Kai is the one that's up front. So he does need to get him better in his finishing and keep improving. Okay.
Yeah, just to give you a little break in that, Villarreal have gone 1-0 up against Bayern Munich. Jan Juma with the goal there. For some reason, my phone is now ringing. Surely he knows I'm at work.
I mean, this is the same Bayern Munich that, you know, drew against Salzburg, isn't it? So, yeah.
It is, but I still expect Bayern Munich to come back and go through. I'd be very shocked if they didn't, personally.
Yeah, 100%.
And what about Tuchel? Because obviously you won the Champions League.
Yeah.
And then obviously this season hasn't been so great. Has it been anything to do with that, would you say? Or you think he's actually kind of steadied the ship of everything you've had going on off camera?
I think he's held it pretty well together. I think Chelsea over the last, 3-4 years have not been challenging for the title. You know, they've been finishing 3rd, 4th in top 4 races. I think to make that jump up, there needs to be some serious look at the recruitment. As I was saying before, some of the scouting that's being done, some of the players that they're bringing in don't match up. The profiles don't make sense. Timo Werner plays in a counter-attacking, high line, you know, kind of system. And then you've got other players like Ziyech that will be maybe better in certain formations. So it doesn't really match up. It doesn't really make sense. Or Real Madrid.
But when you, let's see, can Madrid do something here?
Yeah, it's 1-0.
Vini, big chance.
Vinicius Junior, and it's come off the bar. See, those are the chances that they really have to be putting away.
What I was going to say is Tuchel's only been here, this is his first full season. So to expect him to win the Premier League in his first full season, it is kind of just...
but you're happy with the football you're playing?
I think sometimes that is overstated, that Chelsea are playing really poor football. I think Chelsea are a very pragmatic team who they don't look to play like just this pointless possession. I think sometimes it is pointless possession because I think some of the profiles we have are not the most creative. But we're good defensively because we've got good structure. It's not because we, you know, play like Atletico Madrid last night. So
no, that's a fair point. I mean, most teams don't play like Atletico Madrid, how we saw them last night with a 5-5-0 formation.
5-5.
Which is quite interesting. But I guess, you know, if you get the job done, what does it matter how you get the job? I mean, they obviously didn't get the job done last night, but...
and threw their toys out of the pram as well.
But the damage was minimised. You know, when you go to Manchester City and you only concede 1 goal, I guess you could say that their plan almost worked, and there's only a goal. There's only a goal in it.
Yeah.
Go on,
Abbi. No, that's true. But then you know, I'm sure you remember the legend that is Brandy, who starred as Mauricio.
Yes.
almost doesn't count, does it? You remember that song?
Yeah, I do remember that.
You know, so the fact that Man City are ahead, that could be all. That means they go to the, I never said Diego. They go to Atletico Madrid and get a draw. They're through, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you know.
No, I agree with you, exactly. So that's why I think that sometimes when a team does that, it's not pretty to watch, but there's obviously
It's not pretty to watch. And it's also not pretty to watch the way, to see the way they started trying to nearly injure Grealish and get him sent off. Guardiola was fantastic in the fact that he pushed Grealish away, because if he didn't, Grealish could have got a red card.
Yeah.
You know, so that was all their plan. But that wouldn't have been their plan if they'd got a draw. They'd be laughing. And that just, on football terms, everybody wants to win. Nobody likes to not have a result. But in football terms, like I said again, it's a bad advert for the game, and it stinks, because you don't want to see that. You know, I mean, we can say what we like and be as humble or undignified as we like as fans. But when you're players and coaches and you're actually on the touchline and the game, you should have the professional quality. And it's disappointing to see that.
It's an emotional sport,
it is,
isn't it?
No, it is an emotional sport. It is, but you still have to act accordingly, because that's not nice to see. Because Simeone is a fantastic manager, so to see him doing that is ridiculous.
Which is a fair point. It's the fair point. It kind of sells himself short in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Foden changed that game. He was man of the match.
Yeah, and an unbelievable player. Unbelievable player, and only 21 years old.
Yeah.
You mentioned, Matisse, your recruitment, and you're saying it's not quite at the level, but all the players that you bought over, you know, the last 2 years have all been, you know, top on many other teams' lists. They've been excelling themselves.
My biggest issue with the players that we bought is not that they're bad players, it's that when you put them together, it doesn't make sense. So for instance, Timo Werner is a striker that thrives off running in behind, you know, high lines, and we tend to come up against low blocks. To supply someone like Timo Werner, you need someone with the vision of, say, Cesc Fabregas. We don't have that player in our team. Lukaku is another counter-attacking striker, but we're a possession-based team. We want to play to feet. We want to interlink in tight spaces. Lukaku can't do that. So it's not the fact that these players are suddenly all bad, but to put them together to make one cohesive attack, it's impossible. Whereas Liverpool, Diaz makes sense immediately, walks in, does the business. There's no question marks. So I just think, we've spent a lot of money in the attack, but we haven't exactly used our brains in that respect. So
so you think it's more that they just went and bought the people that everyone wanted?
I think it's a combination of Chelsea having so many different managers over the years that their scouting team never has anybody to mirror. Whereas Pep and Klopp, you know who your manager is, you know who you're scouting for. Chelsea, you're going from Conte to Sarri to Lampard to Tuchel. All very different. Yeah. A
bit like Manchester United, but obviously you're not in a situation
literally,
where Manchester
So we've just
United
got like an amalgamation of like different squads when really we should have one. So yeah.
Fair point. Militao getting a yellow card for bringing down Kai Havertz.
I don't know if that's a foul.
He will miss the next game. Does that affect you in a big way, Raul?
Of course, we have affect. So maybe Nacho.
Yeah.
But we
Nacho.
are so limited in this line, I mean, we're at Real Madrid, so we don't have too many options this year. Yes, but we can see.
Are you feeling confident of this free kick situation?
I like Reece. I want Reece taking it though. It depends.
I like Reece as well.
I really like him too.
And can I just say as well that you're talking? I was talking about players and coaches that don't excel. I think Reece. I know his sister to chat to, Lauren. Just shout out to Lauren. Unfortunately, she doesn't play for us.
Play for us as well,
Chelsea.
Yeah.
I know his dad to chat to. I know his mum.
He's a coach.
I know his lovely family. Yeah, that's right. He's coach.
Yeah. Proper footballing family.
Yeah, I've got to say, I've never met Reece, but I've got the utmost respect for the way he carries himself on the pitch and off the pitch. I think you couldn't get a better young role model. And that's why I mean, so things can be done. You've got such a young, famous man, but very, very humble in the way he carries himself.
And a fantastic footballer as well.
Absolutely, that's just what I'm saying. Exactly.
Come on. What's going on, man? Get out to him,
Vinicius broke. Let's see if they can do anything here.
You tried to do too much.
Nothing there just yet for Vinicius and Real Madrid. Everton has turned it round. Richarlison with another penalty.
Yes!
It's 2-1.
Come on,
Everton. Massive game and goal at the bottom of the table.
I think we need to keep Burnley in the league for the variety.
Everybody
wants them to go down. I'm like,
I only want them to go down because of what they did, and they showed if Westwood and Dyche came out and said, listen, there's no malice in the tackle, fine. I wouldn't go down for that.
I feel like
if
if
he came out
Everton
and
go
said,
down,
and
it's
said
more
that, would
interesting.
you want him to you want them to stay in the Premier League if they just gave you an apology?
No, it's too late. It's too late.
It's too late to apologise.
The time too late to apologise. I'm sure that's the tune as well.
Yeah,
That
that's the
is.
tune.
Sing it. Give us a rendition.
Too late to apologise. That's all I can remember.
You gotta go the high note there.
You go on, do it. You can do a little harmony.
Go on. No.
Not me.
Abbi, I thought it was
That's
gonna be
actually-
you.
No,
No.
Actually, that's actually
I'm not involved.
Fifth harmony.
With harmony. Oh, you're very musical tonight, aren't you?
Nice.
No.
Listen,
No,
when
it's
we go
because
home-
he's got. It's because Camilla a minute ago.
Camila Cabello, what a great video. No, it's because on the watch along, on the watches that we did in lockdown, I couldn't believe my musical knowledge just all came out. So
Really? Tell
Yeah.
us.
yeah. So when we kept on doing the watch alongs, I kept on talking about music and just music. They kept on flowing, and I didn't know it was in there.
So who's your favourite singer ever?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. That's hard. I'd say
Mary J.
my
Blige.
favourites are Whitney, God rest her soul, Houston.
God rest her soul.
Minnie Riperton. I don't know if anyone's heard
I
of that.
don't know that, but
The song, I'm sure Cass would know, Loving
Mary
You.
J. Blige, no?
Mary J. Blige, yes. I think Mariah Carey's fantastic. But one of the biggest, obviously, you've got to say Beyonce and you've got to say Alicia Keys. Those women are out on their own. They're actually incredible voices, incredible lyrics. But that's and then you've got the male singer. And I'll mention one of your favourites first because
do you remember?
I can read your mind. Obviously, Brian McKnight.
I do love Brian McKnight. We have had, just to say, we have had this conversation.
Okay.
before.
I thought he just guessed. I was like,
I
no, I
the
know.
most random guess in the whole world. Oh, she loves Brian
Yeah.
McKnight.
Brian McKnight. You got Usher as well. Usher fantastic. Boys to Men. George Benson. I don't know
Yeah.
if anyone, you know, singers like that. So you
Got a whole variety. So now everyone knows what Ty's listening to when he's,
Spotify.
when he's got his headphones in.
well, sometimes.
oh yeah. You've got headphones in a lot.
Sometimes it's the first thing would be matchday commentary, but if not,
Yellow card.
Of course,
You'd be
match
absolutely-
day commentary above all else.
it would be absolute
Bopping your head
80s.
to that.
Hot 80s, Captain Extra Reloaded.
Yeah, absolute
History.
80s best.
Yeah, are you the absolute 80s?
Yeah, I'm not even an 80s baby, but I love absolute 80s.
Do you remember
Who
Top
do
of the
you-
Pops?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Obviously, other stations are available. So who did the still absolute 80s, Abby? I'm fascinated.
I mean, I'm terrible with things off the top of my head, but I just like...
Sarah Champion?
I like a bit of like Jocelyn Brown. I think that's actually before 80s. to be
Jocelyn Brown, no, somebody else's guy.
Luther
That
Vandross.
is 80s. Luther Vandross. Give me the reason from the film Ruthless People starring Danny DeVito.
fair. I love that you knew where it came from and everything. Ty
What's the
has facts and stats.
He
for
does.
everything.
I'm telling you.
Well,
It's great.
okay.
I
If I
absolutely
needed
love
to
it.
cheat
Thank
on
you
an
very
exam, I'd go to Ty.
Yeah, he would have known every single answer.
You're
Right,
very
let's,
kind. You're
let's
very kind.
have a look at some of the chats. Manuel said, I'm a Liverpool supporter, but tonight I'm in for Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. It's
All right, okay.
interesting.
That's interesting.
Very,
expecting
very
that.
No.
interesting.
At all.
Chabuddy said, Chelsea aren't even on Liverpool or City's level, not even close.
Well, they're third, so, they're the next best.
Yeah, well.
It's funny because
And then there's the next best after
It's
that.
funny because when we play Liverpool, they don't enjoy playing us. We've drawn with them 3 times and we took them to 11-10 on penalties. So Liverpool don't like
Did
playing
you get a
us.
trophy for that?
Did you get a trophy at all?
Listen.
Why do you do this? You know who you support. Why are you playing these games?
Because I have to. Okay? Because I have to.
It's in the job description. Fair enough.
It's in the job description. Have to team myself up and you just hit me back out of the park. That's absolutely fine. Buck Nasty said, love to the show, all Ty owes me. Have you made a bet with people?
I don't know you nothing, mate.
I'm having a lot of people in this chat
it's
talking about things.
It's basically from yesterday.
Tell me what I've missed, please.
It's basically from yesterday. So basically, I said that I'd give £1,000 to anybody that can find me saying that we could go invincible.
This season.
That time, the video.
When's the next time you think you're going to win the league?
Season. That I don't know. Hopefully, in next 5 to 10 years. Is
Fair
what
enough.
I could say.
That's fair.
That was quite actually rational.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that next year or something.
I was surprised.
You don't expect me to be rational.
I didn't. I thought you were going to be like, oh, next season.
Next
100%.
season.
It'd be great if all the stars aligned in football terms, but I don't think it's going to happen. We've got to run before. I was going to say we've got to
Run before we walk.
We've got to walk.
Yeah.
We've got to walk before we run,
Yeah.
and hopefully that walking will without taking for granted, be in the top 4.
Is there a chance here for Madrid?
Oh!
I was Karim!
And it's Benzema, like I
Vinicius
said.
and
It's
Benzema.
Benzema.
Come on!
Honestly,
Wow.
as soon as he played that ball,
No.
you knew it was
Well,
on.
I did- sorry.
Vinicius, that ball was
Just
great.
Wow, it's a great ball.
20 minutes. Can I change my result? Sorry.
Well, I did
Change
say,
your result.
Yeah.
well, I did,
I'm thinking that. Come on.
I did
Let's
say
have
Ben,
another look.
I did say Benzema, didn't I?
You did say Benzema. Let's have another look at that. Benzema, any chance you give him a moment and he'll take it.
Wow.
And great run for Vinicius. Who played that ball on? Was that Cruz? And then Benzema and the link-up play.
No offside.
No, it's
Look
not
at the-
offside.
And
No,
that
no,
was the
no.
most lovely
It's a
link-up
great goal,
play
huh?
there. Yep.
It's a great,
Look
it's a
at
great,
this.
Great goal.
it's a good
Wow.
header though, because he's got
It's difficult.
to arc his neck, as they say. So he's done well.
Yeah, Benzema
Yes.
to Vinicius with a great run, and then back to Benzema. What a header that is!
Yeah.
Running
Header.
onto the ball, that was honestly point perfect.
It's a lovely ball. It's a lovely ball.
That is a perfect ball in
Oh, it's
and
a good header.
perfect
Benzema, yeah, so.
header
so good.
past Mendy. He's
Doesn't
a
matter,
joke.
but it's
Wow,
Benzema.
that's
Benzema.
very
So
that's
good.
that's
It's
very
Benzema,
magnanimous
like,
of you
he's
to
just
say
so
that.
good,
it's like-
man. It's like,
Wow.
So,
Matisse,
so
I rate you because I wouldn't be
good.
saying that. But I rate your.
you just
Calmness.
like you gotta pay homage to players
you
like
can, I mean,
him.
when someone is that good,
That good, yeah.
that good,
He-
that
you have to say-
pinnacle.
No,
He's the one player from the last year that we actually had a lot of problems with because he
And
scored
honest-
against us last year. as
And
well.
honestly, he's such a big game
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
He's
No,
such a big game player.
Abbi and Matisse, I can understand that, but at that time, I wouldn't be.
you would be cussing him out.
I wouldn't be cussing him out.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be
you'd be
bigging him up.
pissed. Yeah,
Put it that
yeah,
way.
I hear you. I
Well,
hear you.
you know,
Karim Benzema has now scored 9 goals for Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League this
Can you
season,
imagine?
which
That's
is already his
unbelievable.
most in a single campaign in the competition. Raul, how excited are you at the moment? You're very, actually, now you're quite calm.
Very
He's quite calm.
excited and very confident because, to be honest, listen, score here today is really important for us. It's really important. I know that the result now is the same if you get 1-1, 2-2. Doesn't matter if you is here or is in Spain. But yeah, so we are no PSG, no, we are Real Madrid. So we have a goal now. So yeah, it's really important for us.
Okay.
And I can see the game is really important, but it's not the first one and it's not the last one.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see more goals.
Okay, I
Yeah.
hope so. I hope you do. Matisse, how are you feeling after that little situation?
Not good because Chelsea's strength is defending and keeping clean sheets. So
Today.
when we don't do that, I get worried because goal scoring is a little bit shaky. We don't really.
Oh my God, Karim again! Karim again!
Long. Man didn't even get to finish his
I was
sentence.
looking at you.
I didn't even get to finish talking, bro.
right.
I was in the middle of something. I didn't even get to finish my sentence, bro.
23 minutes, can I change my result, please?
You can change your result. Meanwhile, I was looking at you. I didn't even
I
see
was in the middle of something. Wait.
Oh, Tiago, let's
But,
have another look and see what's going
Come
on
on,
there.
you need to know about
Look,
your
it could be.
team.
It's going to probably be quite a long night. Let's have another look.
It
at
is
that
a long
goal.
night, Abby.
Let's have another
It is
look.
long. It is long.
See,
Let's
they
have
are
another
doing
look
nothing.
at that.
They are doing nothing. So you can
Well,
see again.
That
I think
that
Gareth could have
ball-
been deadly.
that
Where is
ball-
the goalkeeper?
Nah, man.
Come
Whoever could have
on.
been deadly.
I mean, I'm
a
sorry,
great
but
header.
that
Great
ball that was Modric, right, that played that in.
Oh,
I mean,
great
that ball is just a sick joke. And another header, another pinpoint, perfect ball.
Mendy has had no chance for both goals.
Header. But Matisse, could Mendy have done better for that goal in terms
Oh
of?
my God.
Could he have done better, or is that all just coming way too fast at you?
I think it's very accurate. I
don't
think
know.
it's very hard for him to save it.
I honestly
Because
don't know what's going on right now. Like,
Have a seat.
how have we conceded 2 goals inside 25 minutes?
And of course, Courtois,
Three,
formerly
we
of
have 2
Chelsea,
minutes.
celebrating.
In
We'd
your
love
house,
to see
eh?
it.
In your house. So
Yeah, but
I
my
don't know-
house.
There's still a long
I
way
don't
to
know
go.
what
There's
happened.
still a long
What
way to go,
happened?
to be fair.
I was speaking. I spoke.
There's still
with
a long
him.
way to go, to be fair.
I spoke with him. 2-3 goals more easy. You need
Well,
to
you
see
hope
your
so, you
team
hope so.
today. Yeah, no,
Can
no.
Chelsea pull one back here? No, they cannot. Carry on. Matisse.
This is long, man.
What's gone wrong for Chelsea then? 'Cause
I
it's been
don't-
25 minutes and
I don't know. I fully don't know. Like, the game's been... Obviously, Real Madrid have had the better chances. They've been the ones that have had the more threatening moments before the first goal. And then now, capitulation. Like, you concede the
do
first
you
goal.
think you threatened before that? I mean, you had a free kick from Reece James, but apart from that, would you say you've actually
No,
threatened?
we had nearly moments, I guess, but they had the bigger and better chances. But
You
I
say
don't
go.
know, like, just you've conceded a goal now, calm it down, but to go and concede a second.
I mean, that wasn't a ridiculously good ball from
It is,
Luka
but
Modric.
you don't give Modric time and space to pick out a pass on the edge of the area. It's criminal.
Oh, I could
Havertz
just watch him
Havertz
pass
been
the
caught?
ball all day.
No, I don't
So,
think so.
so good. Eamon said Benzema is the best player in the world. Would you say that he's the best player in the world, Raul? Benzema?
At the moment, yes.
At the moment, yes.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
You just need to see the goal. You just need to see the game.
I'm not going to disagree.
No, your mister said this week, no?
Who, Salah?
No, your mister said Benzema was disappeared the last season, and finally this year Benzema is Benzema.
Yeah.
So no one spoke about Benzema. No one say nothing about Benzema. But Benzema was here, there.
Ballon
Yeah.
d'Or could be
Yeah.
coming his way.
He could.
Especially, I mean, well, look at what he's doing. I mean, you know, so far, what he's been doing for Real Madrid, he's Mr. Real Madrid now. So everyone else
Yeah,
that
yeah.
possibly was Mr. Real Madrid, someone like a Cristiano Ronaldo is left.
Yeah, and we didn't say nothing about the Casemiro, but Casemiro back today. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we can see just Benzema. Yeah.
Just Benzema. You're very happy over here.
What,
You're very happy.
what I would say is that it's still very early. So for
It's
Chelsea
still
to get
very
back
early.
in the game,
That's my biggest worry.
for no, it's true. If Real Madrid score third, it's over. But if Chelsea score, it's different. But I do think Real Madrid would.
Disaster.
No, it's not disaster. For Chelsea, it's at the moment. It's still a long way to go. But for Real Madrid, the plan has gone perfectly for them. They would have. If anyone said they'll go 2-0 up this early, they'd be kicking. They'll be eating their hands up now. So what they're going to do now is, do they hold 2-0 or do they go for a third and kill the tie off? That's what the conundrum would be now for Real Madrid.
Conundrum. Love that word.
Thank you. I'm trying to
I
copy.
love the conundrum.
I'm trying to copy Matisse on it with his this combobulate or
Combobulated,
yeah.
Discombobulated.
Combobulated.
I am feeling very discombobulated right now.
I'm sure you are. A Parisian Londoner says, please tell Raul he does not need Mbappe from us. He already has the best striker in the world.
Actually, this year, this week, I listened something about the probably Mbappe.
You don't think Mbappe?
They don't gonna come, but I think so. He gonna come, but actually this week I listened something about.
Imagine they get Mbappe, Vinicius, and Benzema as their front three. Like,
Man,
For me, I would think if I was to pick a striker maybe for Chelsea, not that you'll get him, but I'd say Benzema would have been
oh, that would be
Yeah.
that would be a
better-
dream. I mean, that's
a
not going to
better fit
happen.
for
though.
you, no?
Oh yeah, 100%. But that's
Yeah.
just never
because
gonna
that's
happen.
the centre forward that is built
Yeah.
big and big like that, can
possession
hold the
football.
ball up,
Yeah.
possession-based football, and also can
Oh, yeah.
kind of get the goals you need.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a better version of Lukaku.
Yeah. Oh, in
Obviously a much better version, but-
every way, shape, and form.
But
Luka-
it's kind of the mould that you pick
That we-
and the mould that you stick with.
yeah, 100%. I mean, Lukaku did put his name. Oh Lord, it's long. This is long. This is a long day.
Mold that you
a long
pick
day.
and you stick. That's very good. That's very good. I love it. I love it.
Like that. Ty likes the analysis. That's always
Yeah, no, it's great analysis. Abby, I am impressed, like I always am, with what you're saying. It's great, man. It's great.
Thank you. Thank
At
you
the
very
moment,
much,
I'm
Ty.
gonna share my
Sorry?
card. Okay, remember?
Oh,
Who is
Lord.
the queen
I've seen
of-
this
of
on other
the-
watch-alongs.
of
Who is-
Europe.
Oh my
The king.
goodness.
The queen of
Before it's Real
Queen of
Madrid
it.
now, it's a king of Europe. You know.
Oh,
You
King
wear
of
your,
Europe.
you wear your scarf
So-
of pride. You haven't come in any colours tonight, have you?
I've come for Real Madrid's funeral and I've realised I've come for my own.
One more.
You have got a Chelsea shirt.
Yeah,
under
but
there.
yeah, don't worry about that.
That would have been a game.
There was a chance for Militao.
That would've been a game.
Also, does anyone not think he looks just like Cecil?
Who?
Militao.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He does. He
Shout out
does.
to Cecil.
Especially
for
with the hair
watching.
as well.
And anyone who knows Cecil, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but they
He
are
looks
like
like him a bit.
twins. Looking at him, they are proper twins. So was your whole plan to just whip out your shirt after?
No.
It was, wasn't it? Were you going to do like a whole like Ronaldo, like a...
No. It was always going to be respectful. But if it does end this way, I will be moving that Champions League trophy over there and taking the ball.
Well, that might
Oh,
be
really?
the
Oh, yeah.
that might be the
Everyone
closest you
showed
get
the
to it
t-shirt
this
now
season,
with the
so
Real
keep it
Madrid
that
one,
side.
Abby, you support
Listen.
Tottenham.
I'm here for purely
Abby, you got knocked out of the Conference League.
It was actually it was by default, and we wanted to get knocked out of it. Okay, it was.
Abby, what is going on with
It was
Tottenham?
the plan
Let's
all the
talk
time.
about it.
let's talk about Tottenham.
What's going on with
I'm in the
Tottenham? Why did you get knocked out of the Conference League?
Because didn't we have COVID? I can't
Yo,
remember.
Jason Ryan,
I can't remember.
Villa
We had
Bayern,
COVID and we couldn't do it. And I mean, it was for the best.
Villa
Absolutely
Bayern
for the
game is
best.
frozen.
Because who would really want to be in the Europa Conference League?
I don't know.
Let me ask you a question.
I think for Tottenham, when you haven't won anything since 2008,
So you can win the Europa Conference League and get mocked about winning a trophy that you
I think you
can't
should win it.
actually
I think you should take it. It's better than the Audi Cup. I would.
Wow,
You should.
never be rude about that Audi Cup. We earned that Audi Cup. Okay,
come on,
I will not have you disrespect that pre-season trophy.
Who did you play in that?
Okay.
Who did you play in that cup?
I think we played. Was it Juventus?
Fair enough. This is a bit
I
of
think it was
prestige.
Juventus or Inter or both. I can't actually remember, to be fair.
Oh,
but I
right,
do
okay.
remember the celebrations after.
Did they actually celebrate?
No, obviously
Okay.
not.
They didn't, but didn't Luke.
They did get the trophy, and they did open a bottle of champagne. But no, we didn't have
I would
But
love to.
didn't.
a
but-
bus tour.
Abby,
or
I'm not,
anything
I'm,
like
not, I'm, not,
that.
I'm not trying to rub it in or stir it, but didn't Lucas Moura say, I'm happy to win my first trophy with Tottenham?
I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
Which is interesting. He's still even said he said
Listen,
my
the
first
trophy's
trophy.
in a trophy. When you've got nothing in the cabinet, anything
Yeah, but it's
goes.
pre-season
No,
though, isn't
Abby.
You
That's
can-
pre-season.
anything will
It's
go.
like Emirates Cup, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, but you guys won the community. Didn't you win the Community Shield one year, and you thought it was like the best thing ever?
Against who?
I can't remember. I swear you won the Community Shield, didn't
Do you
you?
count
We
your
beat-
community? Do you count
we
your
beat
community?
Liverpool.
They
Not-
do count their Community
No,
Shields,
we
yeah.
no, not really.
Oh,
I'm pretty
the
sure you do.
lies,
No,
the
not
lies.
really. Not really. You know the funny.
lies.
You know the funny thing is when we win, it's nothing. Whenever anyone else wins, oh yeah.
No one rates that comp. I ain't never
No.
seen nobody rate that.
Exactly.
you're
So
saying-
if
you're
you're
saying-
celebrating that,
No, we're not. You're
I'll
saying
celebrate my Audi
saying that before we played. This is how we went when we won the FA Cup. When we played Man City in the final, a lot of people outside will say, "No, we're going to be beaten by Man City." We got to the final, we're going to be beaten by Chelsea. When we beat Chelsea now, we're going to be beaten by Liverpool. And when we won it, it's not a big deal.
Love and guidance, yeah.
You see what I mean?
But
So you know what I mean?
If I have to see another goal, good luck. Because this is getting ridiculous now. Seriously.
Remember
Love
that
and guidance.
90 minutes.
Good
in
save
the
for Mendy.
Bernabeu is molto longo.
Well, Real Madrid don't
You know
win.
that? No,
Let's see
don't
if you
know
can make it to half time.
Yeah.
As it is. Let's see. Parisian said, tell Raul he does not need Mbappe. La Liga is a farmers league now, question mark.
I
No,
wouldn't
just
say
the
that.
French one. Just the French one's the farmers league. That will always be the
I
same.
wouldn't say that either, but
Oh, he hates it so much when I say that. I can feel the
Oh, is
anger
it?
from here. Let's have a look. F Killer said, Mar, don't show up to the Big Six next week, my guy.
It's this week, bro. it's Thursday, bro.
You're filming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be fresh.
Yeah.
who does he support?
fresh.
Matisse, who does he support?
I don't know. I never ask because they're usually.
I always ask.
They always support someone less successful.
I always say, if you're brave enough, say who you support.
It's true.
And a lot of them are scared because, you know what I mean? If they've won nothing, why are you talking?
Exactly.
Do you know
it's
what I mean?
facts. It's facts.
Wow,
It's
I'm
facts.
sensing some aggression from both sides.
No, Abby, what is that? They're taking shots they're giving shots to Matisse. Say you support them, isn't it? Don't be anonymous. Say you support.
They're gonna come and tell me it's like.
Say
Tottenham
who
or
you
something.
support. Just to update you, this is now Karim Benzema's 10th goal for Real Madrid in the Champions League this season.
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
he's
He
just
top
keep
scorer?
adding to his numbers.
Jason
He must be.
Ryan, the Villa Bayern Munich game is frozen.
Thank you. If we can sort that one out, that would be good.
Please.
Anyway, let's have a look and see what else you guys are saying. Big Nesh said, Matisse, lol, Big Six is going to be fun. Benzema is killing you. I love it when people remind you of what's actually going on as well, what you're watching. It's so funny. Citizen Philip said, Benzema never gets the credit that he deserves. Dan said, if Kepa conceded those goals, he would get slated. Do you feel that that's kind of
That's
a
an
double
interesting
standard
point.
with Mendy and with Kepa?
That's interesting.
I think we're taking credit away from the goal a bit.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Some
I
of
think-
those headers were
quite
incredible.
magnanimous.
They
Great
were
finishes,
really
great
accurate.
I don't really think he could have done much better. I think they're the most perfect pinpoint balls,
Yeah.
the most, ruthless type of header, and I think that's just being clinical
Yeah, I think.
and having great service.
I think to compare Mendy to Kepa is a bit disrespectful. Like usually when we talk about, not now, but when we used to talk about Kepa, it was because his wrists were a bit flappy and he wasn't, he would save it, but it would still go in, or he would not be able to reach a shot. Like those two headers were really accurate. To be fair, I want to give Benzema credit.
Just mentioning about Kepa, because obviously, like we saw in you know what's coming, don't you? In the Carabao Cup, your keeper little substitution tactic didn't quite work out.
Yeah.
Is that something that you'll be repeating in the FA Cup or not?
I'm just trying to grill him. Wow.
Do you know why? Because I've had the worst migraine all day, so I've got energy now.
Yeah. To be honest, Mendy's been winning some shootouts for his country.
Yeah, that's right.
Recently, so maybe it's kind of
wasn't
swaying. Maybe Kepa's been teaching Mendy behind the scenes, and now Mendy can take over full time. So after that one, maybe they don't make that change anymore. I personally wouldn't mind.
It's a thing in contracts. I bet the same thing happens again.
Do you think it's in the contract?
I think it's in the contract.
Maybe. I mean, Kepa, to be
It's
fair,
just the most bizarre thing to do.
I don't think so, because before that penalty shootout, Kepa's record was incredible, and we did it for the Super Cup, and we won, and nobody
Didn't you
batted
used
an
to do
eyelid.
that with Caballero?
We tried
Willy
to do Caballero,
Caballero,
but
yeah.
Kepa wouldn't come off the pitch.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So then maybe it's just a thing that you put in your keeper contracts, no?
Nah, I think it depends on if you're good at it, you know. I think Kepa's been a really good penalty saver. I remember when Holland did it back in the World Cup, they brought on Varane or someone. So, yeah, I think if you've got a specialist in penalties, then you bring them on.
Would you say that Kepa is a specialist in penalties?
Oh, he definitely is. I think that was, obviously, that penalty shootout, he wasn't. But
So, just to ask you a question then, for the FA Cup, would you rather have Mendy or Kepa?
I don't mind.
Okay.
I know you're lying.
I don't mind, Abbi. I don't mind.
Let me say, his words say he doesn't mind, but his eyes definitely say he'd rather have Mendy in there. Let me just tell you.
Oh, Abby's on football smoke, man. Wow.
She's on smoke today.
I'm just saying, just having a read of everything. Thomas said Benzema is the best player in the world right now. Slurp King, cool name, said keep hitting Chelsea on the counter. Rastaman said no more sugar daddy to go and buy. I assume he's talking about Chelsea. And 10 players next season. Sugar daddy is now gone. Harry Kane is good, but Benzema is above him, no doubt about that.
Yep.
Benzema has been around a lot longer, in fairness, and has also won more.
That's true.
So it's very difficult to compare the two.
Yeah, it is. That's true. That's true.
But actually, Harry Kane does have quite a good record in terms of the Champions League for however many times Spurs have actually been in it. It's quite a good record.
Yeah. No, yeah, he does.
But you can't really
he's a
compare.
great striker. He just needs to leave. That's all it is.
Thanks for your 2 seconds.
Well, I would have to agree.
He does have to go.
I'd have to agree.
He's too good for them.
And I think he will. But, you know, he's on a long contract, isn't he? So.
Oh, there'll only be 2 years left this summer.
Oh, really?
There'll be 2 years left.
Well,
so it's going to be a very big decision on what we
So then the question would be, Abby, do you think he's going to stay there?
Yes.
Or what would make him stay, in your opinion? Even would it Champions League or chance of winning the trophy? Without disrespect, obviously.
Well, obviously, the only place he could really go where he's guaranteed a trophy would be Manchester City.
Yeah.
So
then does he have to? Would he might not go abroad though?
No, he'll always want that Premier League record, always want the Alan Shearer thing. So for me, unless he's going to go to Manchester City, the only thing I had in my head would be if Pochettino went to United, which doesn't look as likely now. It seems to be everything's veering towards Ten Hag, but whether or not that happens or not. My theory in my head was maybe if Pochettino went to United, Kane would follow, but then again, that's not success. You're not guaranteed. You're not actually guaranteed any more so at United than you are Spurs to win a trophy anytime soon. So it's really, I think it really will come down to whether or not Daniel Levy would like to get some money for him, how much he'd like to recoup at this point.
Would you take a Lukaku Kane swap?
No, I would not. And anyone that would say that is absolutely mental.
I mean, because Lukaku and Conte.
Oh!
Is that onside?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think they've given it.
It looks like it is.
They look like they're giving it.
I don't want to get ahead of
I
myself.
like this reaction. Go on, do it again. Do the little dip in the duck. Do the little dip. Courtois definitely could have done better with that one. It looks like they have.
Yeah, come on.
Looks
Okay,
like they're
it's
giving
onside. It's onside. It's
Chelsea
onside.
are slightly back in the
Well, you
game.
did say 2-1, didn't you, Raul?
Back in
say
it.
2-1.
Let's have another look in. Is that
Yeah, he's
Mason
onside.
Mount?
Alright, cool.
Is that Mount with the ball in? Couldn't see who that was.
Alright, well, Kai, listen,
Kai
Kai's delivered.
Havertz, you
Great.
called it with Kai Havertz, didn't you?
Alright, cool.
And Chelsea have a goal back just before half-time, a good time to score. Raul, has that worried you a bit? Jorginho with the ball in, sorry.
Oh, good ball.
Is that worried you?
Sorry?
Has this worried you a little bit, Chelsea getting a goal?
Yeah. I am, to be honest, I am scared now. I changed my scar.
Were you a little bit
But anyway,
Raul is so unfazed.
It's 1-2. It's my result now.
But a little bit overconfident maybe, or?
Yeah, because, I mean, All nil in, so 2-0 in 25 minutes is so easy at the moment, apparently for Real Madrid. So it's normal that Real Madrid was sleeping, was bad. Let me see now. I like the goal as well. Oh, come on.
It's 2
Look at the
to
budget.
Villereal. Francis!
Oh,
Whoa.
Wow.
Francis.
they are doing a good year this
Telling you, man, Bayern Munich.
this season. Yeah.
2-0
Yo,
Villarreal.
Wow.
Liverpool.
Beating Bayern Munich. I mean,
Wow.
if this is an absolutely massive.
Well, listen,
Massive
Real Madrid
result.
have got to do what Real Madrid have got to score. Bayern Munich, sorry.
I mean,
frankly,
look, we all
have got
know
to
that
score.
obviously if Bayern end up going out of this, on
Wow,
the
it's
next
amazing.
leg,
I can't
then
believe
it is
this.
most
Then
definitely
Liverpool get
going to
Villereal.
be. Yeah, and it's very likely, it's definitely going to be an English team that probably brings it home, I would say.
Ooh, is he onside though?
Let's have a look and see.
I don't know if
is.
he's onside.
He is.
Oh,
What
what
happened
happened?
there?
Oh, he caught Neuer out.
That is mad.
It's a cross, but he's caught Neuer out.
It's a cross.
Oh,
that's
this is
gone in the
3-1.
goal, and that is
Oh, I can't believe
Benzema's got to score. That's got to be free. How
I
did
still had my eye
Benzema
on
miss
that
that?
game. I missed that as well. I still had my eye on
It's
that.
too much,
from
no?
the
Too
Scotland
much
goal.
today.
Let's have another
Another
look
hack
here. Another great goal
How's
by
Benzema
Modric.
missed this though? I can't believe he's missed it.
Vinicius in on goal with
Look
cross.
at this,
Oh,
man.
and
Look at that. How's he missed it?
it's just wide from Benzema. I mean, these are the ones that
Barcelona.
he's got to be putting in. There's been 2 already he's missed, but obviously 2 that he's scored.
Imagine
I need,
another hack three today. Come on now.
I'm sure, look, the night's still young. I'm
How
sure
many
they'll
yellow
get a
cards
hat-trick.
is Benzema on? I need this brother suspended for the return.
I don't know. We need that stat. However, looking at the top scorers for 2021. Oh, are they given that goal?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
so
looking
No,
at
it's
that.
not. They're not giving it. They're
They
not
haven't
giving
given
it.
they
that
haven't
goal.
given it.
So Francis
Okay,
is
so
offside.
it's still 1-0, unfortunately, for Coquelin,
Shame.
because that was a great goal.
It's a
But
great goal.
they've actually disallowed that. Must have been
Yeah.
offside. 2020-21 UEFA Champions League top scorers: Lewandowski
The
with
legend.
12 for Bayern, Sebastian Haller at Ajax, again a former Premier League player.
He was at West Ham.
He was at
Yeah.
West Ham and did not have the success.
No,
that
he
he's-
didn't.
that he's- But this is what I say when we talk about Lukaku and other players. Someone like Tammy Abraham, going to a different league, it's totally different than playing in the Premier League. in
Yeah,
my
it is,
opinion.
it is.
Obviously,
It is
this is in the
absolutely.
Champions League that we're talking about it, but obviously the confidence you get from scoring week in, week out in your particular league is
Yes.
always going to
Yes.
affect you in everything.
Absolutely.
And Benzema, I believe, is with 8 goals, so he's in 3rd place, tied with
10
Mohamed
now.
Salah.
Yeah.
10
10 goals now.
10 goals now. That
There's 2 now,
graphic
yeah.
had not
Oh
updated.
yeah, that's not. Bad, yeah.
10 goals now, so he is sitting still, 3rd place, and
Third place,
Mohamed
yeah.
Salah in 4th place with 8 goals. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the chats. Divine said Militao is Harry Maguire with pace. Do you think that Militao is like Harry
that's-
I think
Maguire
that's
just
at all?
disrespectful.
But then, but I do rate Harry Maguire.
You do rate Harry Maguire?
I do, and I think it's ridiculous that so-called England fans booed him.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
boo your own players. That doesn't make any sense because that's not going to help you. Whether he's playing well or not, how you booing your, that's ridiculous. But it shows now.
Have you never booed any Arsenal players?
Never
Absolutely
ever.
no chance.
And the only player
booed an
the o-
Arsenal player.
and I haven't even booed. The only player I have booed, and I don't mind saying it, was Shawcross when he did Aaron. I've never even booed opposition player. I don't have time for that. Who's got time to be booing?
So when let's just go back to like the end of like Wenger's reign,
Yeah.
and people were booing
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
You weren't one.
No, I would never boo.
Did you know people that were booing?
Yeah.
And what did you say? Did you tell them it was disrespectful?
I don't say anything because that's your choice, isn't it? All I will get is that as long as you don't tell me not to support him, that's when I get mad. Don't tell me what to do. I don't tell you what to do.
You
To be
tell
fair,
them.
Ty will support through thick and thin.
Absolutely, if it's your
Arsenal
team.
could be 5-0 down and Ty ain't booing.
Oh, là-bas.
Have
No,
you
I
ever
couldn't.
left a game before the full time whistle?
Never ever.
Yeah.
Never.
Like, I believe
Never,
him.
ever.
Though. Like when he
I
says this
believe-
stuff, I'm
I
like,
believe it.
yeah. I'm like,
I don't
this
believe
is
it.
exactly what. I'd actually be shocked if Ty told me he did. I'd be like,
Wouldn't.
what?
Listen, like I said before, nobody wants to lose, but it's your team. So if it's your team, you've got to take in football. Nobody likes it, but you've got to take it. And if you can't take losing, you can't be in football. Unfortunately, it happens. It's part of football life. But if it's my team and I'm serious about my team, I will give my support to whoever it is, whether it's our men, it's our women, it's our
Children.
women's development team, our younger team, our under 20. I'll give them my utmost support. And when the support, I'm in it. I'm committed. Through the whole, no, I would never. Why am I putting my team? That's negative energy,
100%, babe.
you know.
Positive vibes.
But the culture of football says I don't think it's okay. It says it's okay to boo, you know. And listen, I didn't like the way they carried on, but that's their opinion. But what I won't accept is people telling me that I shouldn't be backing the manager. You boo, fair enough, that's up to you. I can't tell you what to do. But when people are saying I shouldn't back the manager, which people were trying to say, which made me laugh, is just ridiculous. I would never boo. Why have you, Abbi?
Not my stream. I'm not here to talk about Spurs.
So you have then?
How could Abbi not boo at some point?
When your club put you through what I've
It's
been
Tottenham.
through,
At some point, you got to
Right,
manage your
it's not-
discomfort. You can't just suffer in silence all the time.
it's not really something that I would like necessarily like do.
Yeah.
But like then sometimes when I've seen how bad we've been or decisions,
Yeah.
I will admit that when with Nuno.
Yeah.
And he made that substitution, which led to be the best substitution in the whole world,
Yeah.
taking off Lucas Moura for Steven Bergwijn, which was
Right.
an iconic moment
Yeah,
in Spurs
yeah,
history.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
fully there because it was completely the wrong decision.
Right.
But would I sit there and boo?
A player, would you boo a player that's playing?
It wasn't booing the players.
No,
It was booing the decision.
No, I know.
It was booing the decision.
I know.
I wouldn't go and boo a
player,
player
so,
or
yeah,
anything
yeah.
like that. But
Yeah.
when I see people that boo, I
Half time.
sometimes think, oh, don't boo, like it's just a bit, But
Yeah.
in that particular instance, in that particular moment,
Yeah.
yes, it was okay to boo. It is
Fair
half
enough, fair enough.
time. It's half time in the Real
In both
Madrid-Chelsea
games? Well,
game.
yeah, well,
in
one,
both games, Chelsea 1, Real Madrid 2. Chelsea just getting back into it
Yeah.
before half time. I've realised that our wheel, we played the wheel. Where's the wheel?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw
I
that.
like the wheel.
Which wheel?
We have a wheel of,
Fortune.
we call it like misfortune.
Oh.
But usually it's here and the wheel is gone. And I'm upset because I like
I've never
the wheel.
seen it.
If we have the wheel, can we have the wheel, please? It's a cool little thing we do at half time. I really
Okay.
like the wheel.
I've never seen it. I've been there so many times.
No,
Well, I
I've
wanna
never.
show it to
I saw
you.
the wheel.
This is
I want to
crazy.
show you it. Matisse, are you happy then with how
No.
how you're half time? At least you've got like one foot in the door, kind of.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm majorly disappointed with this team at halftime. The fact that they're 2-1 down at halftime for me is
Unai, I forgot.
not what I expected whatsoever, especially to concede 2 goals against... Listen, Benzema took the 2 goals well. I'm more annoyed with the fact that we gave them the time to pick their pass because we know that their technicians in midfield can do that. And we're meant to be hustling them, harrying them. So, yeah, to be 2-1 down is very, very disappointing. So, this is a game for me that we need to win, let alone draw, because when we go to the Bernabeu, that's going to be very
Different
difficult.
story.
So,
Sure.
yeah, not impressed.
So what do you think you can do to change this, to try and turn this around for yourself?
Do you know what? That's the team that he selected is as good as it gets. Like, unless he's going to bring on Ziyech, he could be the difference maker. He could change it. But I don't think Werner or Lukaku could really do anything to help us in this current situation. So the players on the pitch outside of Ziyech coming on, maybe Mateo Kovacic as well.
Yeah, I mean, someone in the chat here,
Yeah.
Sean said, sorry to say, but Kovacic should have started over Jorginho.
It's hindsight. I mean, I don't think Kova and Kante is a pivot that always works. It's a pivot that has its deficiencies because none of them are natural holding midfielders. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. For me, we're missing another midfielder like a 6, someone like maybe a Tchouameni at Monaco. If we was to bring in another midfielder, then we'd have a better array of options. So we're imbalanced in midfield anyway. So yeah.
Get onto your recruitment
Yeah.
board when
Yeah.
you're actually allowed, when you're allowed to sign.
When we're allowed to
players.
sign,
When
we
you're allowed
can't
to.
even sell merchandise right now. So
You can't even go. Well, you can if you're a season ticket holder, right?
yeah, it's long.
Long.
That's right. Yes.
Right, A.E. Caven said, Arsenal fan or not, Ty is the most genuine fan of his club you'll know, through thick and thin. I thought that was a nice...
Thank you very much.
Little thing for you.
Genuinely lucky, but thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Ty's got 0 commitment issues. You don't. You are fully...
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't. So, but
Ty the GOAT gunner.
I don't know about the GOAT, the lucky person, I think, but thank you very much. I don't, because I think that, for me, if I'm going to watch my team and I'm seeing them win things, which I'm lucky enough to have, I'm lucky enough to do, then I'm very blessed and I'm very lucky because a lot of fans don't see exactly, want to go watch their
pyramid's
team
big.
and can't follow them, And like I said, I follow our men, I follow our women as well, under 25. So I'm very blessed to be doing that on the football level. So no, I don't like the negative vibes. I can understand because it's football. People can support the way they want, but I would rather get behind my team than be booing players or slagging off the other team. I think it's just negative energy for me personally.
Okay, I think that is a fair point. Sorry to tell you, but Burnley, it's 2-2. Oh, no. But it wasn't Ashley Westwood that scored.
Look of disappointment.
It's okay.
I hope Everton get at least a draw. I also want them to win, but they get at least a draw. It pushes Burnley further to the relegation trapdoor, where I hope they slide in and the trapdoor is shut and they never come back. Just like Stoke.
The shamelessness of that.
No, it's not bullshit. It's the shamelessness of the tackle from Westwood and
Westwood's just one individual. What about the rest of the Burnley team?
When do you think you may get over it? I'm just going to sit and have some popcorn while you
I'll get over it when they go down. That's when I'll be happy.
Okay.
If they go down. But you're saying shameless.
I'm just wondering.
No, Abbi is cool. I think Abbi, you're very good. You're very good. Well, it's shamelessness of the tackle. The shamelessness of Burnley to not come out.
I mean, Birmingham are in what league now? League One?
Yes, in League One, where they belong.
They paid for their sins.
Yeah, exactly. And who's gone there as well? Dini.
Oh.
They could not.
Oh, God.
It couldn't. It's a football marriage made in heaven.
Why did you have to say that?
It's a football marriage made in heaven.
Why
it's a football marriage made. Exactly. They went. Funny enough, that season.
What about
They got relegated that season. I was so happy. We lost to Aston Villa 2-1. Robin was playing for us, and he scored. I think Darren Bett scored 2 goals. I was celebrating with the.
What about Mopai? Where does Mopai rank on?
Oh God, you've got to be on your dartboard.
Where does
he rank for you in terms of like?
He's a bit.
Because I remember that we all remember the clip.
Well, I suppose he's further down. He's further down.
He really annoyed you.
The thing is, listen. He annoyed me by what he said, in the fact that he injured Bert. Bert was lucky not to get serious injury. And if you win, they were so like we should have won the game, but they won fair enough. He didn't have to come out and speak. I thought that was disrespectful, arrogant, and basically not called for. You know, if you've won and lucky, just be happy. But he tried to have a go at our players. And Matteo had a go at him. I know Matteo was wrong to grab his throat, apparently, and say we earn more. Matteo is wrong to do that.
Apparently he was bragging about his salary as well.
Yeah, apparently. And obviously, Matteo's wrong to do that. But like you said, it's emotions. I don't condone what Matteo did. But I also, what it is interesting that Mikel did discipline Matteo, but Maupay didn't get disciplined. How imagine? So it's all right for Maupay to say that.
Yeah, he's like, well.
That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. Once again, I'm saying about the bad attitudes and giving the game a bad name, because that's ridiculous. What kind of rubbish is that? And nobody had to go at Maupay. People were having said he's right to say that. That's ridiculous.
A lot of players give a few digs to Arsenal.
They do, and
Neves
what's happened to them? Like I said, Dini, Ashley as well. What happened to him? Dini, if I can remember, Dini. What's happened to Dini? Where is he?
Disrespect.
Sorry?
The disrespect.
Dini had the kahunas, isn't
it? We all know what happened when Watford got relegated. And he was part of that team. You know, I just think that it's so. I just think that it's really.
Do you think you guys are targeted?
100%. 100%.
I'm not gonna lie, like it's a lot of players.
I think we are. And the funny thing is that when we come out and say something, so we're talking about it. People still say, "Why am I talking about Dini?" So why do you remember then? I shouldn't talk about Dini. You know, it's just ridiculous. I just think we are. And when we come out now, suddenly we're wrong. So people can fire shots at us, players and fans. Obviously, fans are different, and we mustn't say anything. You know, I don't understand. I do think we are targeted. I do think we are.
You're classy Arsenal, innit? You got to just be the bigger person.
Yeah, no, but you can still be classy and be the bigger person and still attack back. Why not?
No, you can't. You can't be classy Arsenal and then.
No, you can because it depends what you say.
You got to rise above it.
No, but but the thing is, it depends what you said. Because the thing is, with Maupay on a serious level, he was actually targeted online and threat to his family. Now, I can't condone that. But what I'm saying is that as long as you keep it civil, I always try to keep mine civil. You don't hear me swear, you don't hear me abuse, but I will attack back in a way which I think...
saw you was right in that lens.
I was.
Subtle. You do it subtly.
That was a subtle, but like I said, I didn't...
It was very clear.
It was very clear, but I didn't call him out.
No, you're right.
I didn't insult him personally. I didn't insult his family. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying that there's ways of attacking.
100%.
So when I attack now, it will be within the laws for me, of respect.
The laws.
You know what I mean? So,
The laws.
I like it.
The laws.
thank you. I wish I didn't have to do that, but
Raul,
Yeah.
Someone had to.
obviously Chelsea
Absolutely.
pulled a goal back just before half time. Has that made you a bit more worried, or are you still sticking with your 2-1 prediction?
I'm gonna take my prediction, but yeah, I am more scared, to be honest now.
You're more scared.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm more scared. Yeah, because
You
Real
had the
Madrid-
flag out, the scarf, and everything.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I am relaxed now.
Premature,
And I changed the
Yeah.
Euro for Real Madrid now.
It's mad. You're more worried than at the start of the game.
What,
More
what-
worried now?
Yeah. It seems like you're more worried now that
Yeah.
you've conceded.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I'm
I
more
feel-
worried.
No, but I feel now that Real Madrid is sleeping.
Yeah,
They are sleeping.
we've already slipped.
No, they are sleeping.
You might have woken up though.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully,
Hopefully
but
not.
I don't know. If I was a Real Madrid fan, I'd be more confident right now because you've got. Do you know what? If the away goals rule still stood, this tie is done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
So the fact that the away, I'm not sure if I like this rule without the away goal. I think the away goals was quite nice because it just gave the team that really put their foot forward in the away game, the more difficult game, the extra little edge, and they've taken it away. And I think it was good. But
I don't.
you don't.
don't?
If that was the case, we wouldn't have gone out to Ghana. So I don't. I think that's what, it's still in the African nation.
You're still hurting on that.
I'll
Yeah,
get
you'd be
in-
hurting on that one,
that-
innit?
Well,
Please don't.
I get you.
in football terms, but in football terms, but such is life. But it's what's disappointing is that you don't lose. When you don't lose, you go out.
Such is life.
You know, yeah, such is football life. Yeah, such is football life.
Question for Ty: If Arsene Wenger accepted the Tottenham job, hypothetically, would you boo?
Of course I wouldn't boo. Why would I boo a legend? Why would I boo? I didn't.
That would hurt you, though, innit?
It would be disappointing, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't like it. But the way Arsene was treated by some of our fan base was absolutely ridiculous. So I wouldn't like it, but I could never disrespect the man for what he did. Just like
You spoke to him a lot as well, so.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to
so
speak to him, and
I
he
don't-
was absolutely fantastic. Like we're saying about Reece James, a big man in football terms, in life terms, but very, very humble, very polite, very friendly, very clever, very intelligent. Could speak on any subject. Absolutely fantastic. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't like it, but I would still have respect for him because what is it, George Graham managed
Graham
Tottenham.
managed both.
And for that, his name is mud at Emirates, but I still, even though I didn't like that he managed
Actually won a
Tottenham.
trophy, I think, as well.
Yeah, he did. But at the same time, I can't disrespect, even though I didn't like what he did, I can't disrespect Georgie for that. Anyone that's made a good contribution to my club, I can't disrespect them. Even though I think Emmanuel was very silly for what he did.
Yeah,
But I
that was
still
wild.
give him, even though he went to play for Tottenham, I still give him respect because he's contributed to
What
my
about
club.
William Gallas?
Yeah, I don't like what he said because he's another one. I used to chat to him and he was fantastic to chat to, so funny. But when he come out and said that Arsene thought it's fit, I thought that was ridiculous. But at the same time, I'm still grateful. If you made a proper contribution to my club, whoever you are, I still have to respect you. And yeah, even up to that silly, and I say silly in football terms, Ashley Cole for what he did. But he's still an Invincible. And it's quite funny really because we was at Stamford Bridge now and then Chelsea fans trying to give it. He said, Ashley Cole, when do you pick up? I said, he's an Invincible as well. He didn't like that. So I still got to give Ashley that respect, even though I don't like the way he carried on, the way he left.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Anyone that makes a valid contribution to
your
my
team.
club, man or woman,
Yeah.
I still give them respect.
I think that's very fair.
Fair.
That's very
He's
mature
going to
way.
be one of the few because I know Arsenal fans do not like a lot of those names that you just
No,
mentioned.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't. Emmanuel's name is Mud at Emirates.
Yeah.
You know, but
Game over.
even though it was silly what he did in Man City, I can't forget
That knee
when you
slide
scored
was
30
nuts.
goals for us.
Yeah.
You know, I can't forget. That's what I mean. I can't forget that because
Very difficult to have a 30-goal-a-season striker.
absolutely that's what I mean. So
Very,
you know,
very difficult. Very difficult. Parisian said, Ty, Abbi, Matisse.
Yeah.
Would you recruit Benzema or Mbappe?
Mbappe, and I'll tell you why. Because even though Benzema is a legend for Real Madrid, and I don't want to be political, I can't believe that he's actually been found guilty of blackmailing Matthew Valbuena. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Really?
And disgusting. Yeah, I don't remember her.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah,
play,
damn.
Didn't play for the French national
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
So for
sorry,
that, I would pick Benzema, even though
You pick Mbappe for that.
Yeah, Mbappe, even though Benzema's a great player, but I'll definitely pick Mbappe personally.
I just go Mbappe because it's more shelf life. he's just
fair
younger,
point.
isn't he? So.
What about you?
Yeah, I'll take it.
No, I think the same.
Oh, you still the same? He's
No,
still
no,
the
yeah.
same.
At the moment, yes. For sure.
Okay.
I see your point with the shelf life, but for me, I want someone that actually could win something like
So
right
the
now.
last season.
Fair.
I could be
Yeah.
different, so I'd probably actually go with Benzema.
Benzema. Okay, fair enough.
I'd probably go with Benzema. But
And
I'd like
we
both.
saw the last.
Yeah, I just would want someone to come in who I know is going to get goals.
Yeah, he's proven. But don't you think Mbappe would?
Yeah, there's nothing to say either way, but I would just rather go with someone that's won everything there is to win
You
already.
go Benzema, Kane up top.
And
But Abbi, you're saying that, and I'm sure.
I mean, in fairness, if Harry Kane put the balls on a plate that he does for Son and everyone else, and had
Mbappe would
Mbappe,
feast
poor,
with Harry Kane.
would just be a joke.
But Abbi, you're saying that, but don't forget, Mbappe's won the World Cup, and you don't get bigger than that.
No, I know, but just domestically for me.
Like Benzema's the better
Yeah,
player.
fair enough.
Yeah,
Benzema's got more medals.
the
Yeah,
better player
Benzema's
right
definitely
now.
got more medals, and he's got more. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Double change,
double change.
double
Double
change
on.
here for
The two
Chelsea.
players we mentioned.
Kovacic and Ziyech coming
Ziyech,
on. I
yeah.
think it's going to be. Do you reckon it's Mount coming off?
I think it could be Mount or Pulisic. I'm not sure which one he's going to go with there. And I'd say Jorginho's coming off. Or, yeah, I'd say Jorginho's coming off.
Let's have a look and
But let's
see. See what's going on. Yeah, as you were just saying, what I meant was purely for the fact that obviously
He's won
Benzema is
more.
so experienced.
Yes, he is.
And I'd want someone with
He's done
that,
it for a long time.
mentality in my
Yeah.
dressing room.
No, but Abbi, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
that was
But listen,
my-
if you get a choice of those two,
Yeah, if we get a choice.
that's incredible.
When do you think Tottenham will next win something?
Don't know. Let's see if you win tonight.
That was a genuine question.
Kovacic is on for Chris. I will answer you in a sec. Kovacic is on for Christiansen, and
Oh my God, this is
Ziyech
brilliant.
has come on for Kante. So
Abbi's
Mount
quite,
stays on.
Abbi, you're quite a good adversary, you know. I'll tell you that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
If we supported the same team, I'll definitely be able to call on you for football backup. That's for sure. 'Cause you're quite good.
I would
These
give
subtle
you-
digs that you're doing, I'm impressed.
I would give you my best work.
It's sneaky underhand, but it's good. It's brilliant. I like it. I'm impressed.
I like it. I like that you like it. Right, so the changes at halftime. Christiansen is off, as is Kante.
Yeah.
And we have seen Ziyech and Kovacic come on.
Yeah.
Not the players that you thought were going to be coming
No,
off.
it sounds like a back four maybe switching.
Well, you
to.
were at a 5, so
Yeah,
you
so-
conceded 2.
Yeah, so I mean, I have no idea how this is going to work because I'm not even sure. I mean, in my head, I'm guessing Ziyech goes to the right wing and Kova goes into the pivot with Jorginho. But yeah, it's a weird one. I just hope it works, to be honest. It's not what I expected.
Oh, Donnarumma! Donnarumma!
3-1.
Donnarumma!
Long day.
Let me check my card again.
Abbi,
There's no
Abbi,
way.
Yes.
what were you saying? Look, he's got a hat-trick. You're absolutely right. What is Mendy doing? I can't believe it.
I mean,
And where is
Matisse-
Kepa?
Can't
Where is
believe it.
Kepa?
Well, yeah, where is Kepa,
Where is
right?
Kepa?
Kepa.
Kepa. The farmer.
I can't believe it.
Gone to
I
hide
can't believe
behind
what
the
is
couch.
happening. I can't. I'm shocked. I can't believe
Let's
it.
just have a replay. If you can find Matisse, he is behind the sofa.
I can't believe this.
But let's have a look and see what's
I
going on.
cannot believe what is
Mendy-
happening.
One Donnarumma.
Mendy's played
No
a
way.
really poor ball out. And make no mistake, Karim Benzema is right there,
I can't believe
as
this.
always. And that's his hat-trick for the evening. And he's completed it within about just over 45 minutes
I can't
of
believe
being back in.
it. I can't believe. I can't
Is there
believe
any blame we can lay with Rudiger?
Why?
possibly that he turned his face away, but
Can we lay blame Matisse with Rudiger after seeing that?
I want to
Or
blame.
is it purely just on Mendy?
I just blame everyone. Like, what is happening here?
I don't know why Mendy's out that far personally.
Can I just show you how you look on the stream? You just stay there. You just stay there.
Look, there she is again. You just stay there. You know.
You can just stay there.
This
Fam, I'm so fed up. Like, it's literally the start of the second half. Like,
Listen,
Abbi, man,
what's even the point?
I mean,
Abbi, you're
46 minutes. I mean, look, the changes you made. No, keep it, babe, because you're going to just sit with it for a bit. Hold it
Thank you.
close and tight.
Thank
Wow.
you.
You're
Thank you
conceding
very much.
already.
Come take it.
Thank you
because
very much.
We're not serious, bro.
Thank you
We're not
very
serious.
much.
I'll take
Imagine,
it.
imagine a
Thank you
Chelsea
very
fan
much.
not saying that they're not serious.
We're not serious.
Have
Did you not see what just happened? We're not
Yeah,
serious.
I did. It was serious.
Listen.
No.
It was quite serious, actually.
Yeah,
What
it
did
was.
happen.
It was.
It was quite serious. That's 11 goals in 8 matches for Karim
Abbi, you're
Benzema.
acting like Girls Aloud, calling the shots. Remember that song? That's what you're acting like, you know. Calling the shots. Abbi's
so
calling the
quick.
shots.
How
man.
do you think of that? Honestly.
This one, it was the thing, it was the watch along. It just changed my musical mind.
Changed your musical mind. Manuel said Kante is so good and so humble, should play for Liverpool. And as we saw, Kante went off and a goal went in.
He should play for us. Yeah, he is.
Parisian London said Benzema did the exact same to Donnarumma as
That's
Raul
what
said
you-
before.
that-
Raul has also
That's
decorated.
what Raul was saying.
Now
She's
this
a good queen.
this could come back to bite you at some point because
Yeah,
whoever you play
it's true.
next round and this little clip,
It's true.
and if you get
Okay,
knocked
no
out.
worry.
Yeah, it's
you
true.
get
No
knocked out. Just know that they'll clip it. They'll come for you.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Thank you.
Just know.
But I hope Real Madrid go through and win it. But it's still ain't over because if Chelsea score, it's back in. But I think that third goal is a real killer.
That is a real killer.
It's a real killer. I
in
can't,
terms of-
I can't believe it.
I don't think they're going to be stopping there. I think
Lukaku
there'll
No, I
be
don't.
more.
I think they're going to get. They could get a fourth now.
I think there'll be more
Listen,
to come in
4,
this half.
5.
Oh, whoa!
No, listen.
Raul changed the prediction.
Wow.
Another hat-trick, eh?
Another hat trick for Benzema.
Oh, another hat-trick.
2 in 2 games.
And Raul, you've actually managed to mention a group as well as a scoreline. I know. Have you heard of a group called 5?
No,
Sorry.
he's
No.
not going to know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Have you ever heard of the band?
A group called 5.
No.
Oh, no. I'm sure Abbi, you
I was
know
going to say, I
that.
didn't think they'd made it that far.
But-
What a save!
We have a goalkeeper as well, eh?
Courtois, ex-Chelsea.
Great save.
and
What a
now
save.
Chelsea,
Shot by
yeah.
Aston
Goalkeeper now.
Saved by Courtois.
Goalkeeper now.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, did that come off Benzema?
You.
Where did that come off of?
What did you say, Abbi? You didn't think they made it that far?
I didn't think they made it that far. Matisse, does that give you some promise that Chelsea is still fighting? They're still... I mean, you know, they haven't necessarily rolled over.
What?
I'd say it's been...
Abbi, you're trolling me
I'm
now.
not.
You're trolling, Abbi.
I'm just asking. Do you still think that Chelsea could get back into this? Look, if you get back one more back...
It's true, though. No, Matisse, without trolling, she's got a point.
I
Because
feel
if
like
the
I'm in
second
a-
goal goes in, it
I
all
feel like
changes
I'm in a
again.
never-ending cycle of if we get one goal back.
That's
what
how
this
I live
is.
my life as a Spurs fan.
This
If we
is
just
what
get
this
one
has
goal
become.
back.
You don't go through these. We have the Bernabeu away. That's the next game. We can't afford to be 3-1 down. We should be winning
Yeah.
this game. Let alone level. Let alone 3-1 down. Now
But should you be winning this game?
we have to win this game. Yes.
No, it's true.
But why should you be winning it against
If we want to go
13-time
through,
champion?
if we want to go
Yeah, I hear
through,
what
we
you're
have
saying.
to win the
I
game
do
at
hear what you're
home.
saying.
Do you think you have a better quality in your side than Real Madrid?
I think it's. I stick with what I said at the beginning. I think this is a very evenly matched two sets of teams. I wasn't impressed with Real Madrid against PSG. They have chinks in their armor, but today we've just decided that we're gonna come with no armor at all.
So you made the changes at half-time. Obviously, getting that goal for Madrid, massive. You know, conceding that goal for you,
One more.
massive as well.
Please.
Yeah.
Individual error, a mistake. But is it a lack of what else can you do? Is it a lack of extra quality you can bring on off the bench? You know, it's quite hard to say because the game's already
Oh, man, it's still on.
kind of been a bit punctured before we've even got going in the second half. For you
Yeah, I
guys.
mean that individual error there is just, for me, it's just killed the whole half because we were literally we gave ourselves a lifeline and then we take it away again.
I know,
And for
the
me, it's like Chelsea under Tuchel are not often behind, and we aren't a comeback team because we don't score a lot of goals. And sometimes, yeah, we have games where we get goals, but it's not our thing, you know. Our thing is keeping clean sheets and keeping, you know, the score down. So this is not good.
You pushed it.
Well,
And
Let's
now we have to overcommit, which means Real Madrid just get to break and counter and hit us on transition, which is terrible. So
Listen, if you think in your team, if I think in your team, is the best thing that could happen for your team this year. So
Do you think this is the best thing that can happen?
yeah, the
Why?
best thing.
Good question.
No, because you need to have all the things clear. I mean, your team. You need to have all the things clear this year. Do proper team So from the president,
So ownership. I still losing.
Right.
Remember
Losing is always an L.
Remember this game gonna be when I was empty without support.
Oh right. Well,
so you really are gonna
really?
get
Oh,
back.
that's
Yeah,
interesting.
remember the money is not for your team.
Yeah.
The money is for the government and for the UEFA. It's not for your team. Yeah,
And
sure.
you're going to have no fans there, so that's going to be
Come
an
on.
absolute riot. Oh, I look so forward to that. Let's do that watch along. Let's make sure I'm here.
Oh,
Let's
boy,
make sure
Abby
you're
is
here too,
calling
Matisse.
the. Abby is calling. Wow.
Listen, there's few
I've got
things
to
in life that I get happier of,
Listen.
and seeing Chelsea lose, just like when you see Spurs lose, it makes you happy. I've
Listen.
just had a nice few days. I've seen
This
Chelsea
is a
lose
very
twice and
well
Spurs
done
won,
steak,
and
man.
Arsenal won, and Arsenal lost. Sorry.
I got to watch my back, man, because
This
if
is a
I
very
was there, man,
Yeah, she's cooking.
I would have to be.
It's not.
Boy, I would have to be flinging shots, verbal
you
shots
be-
at Abby, man, to be just holding myself up because the waist. Wow, Abby's serious, man. What? Abby's not
Would you
rampant
be
today.
eagle-eyed? Did you get that? Did you get my Palace joke?
Well, I would be.
Ba-bum, no,
I'd
no
be
one got it?
3-1 Emirates style.
Oh, okay. Let's see what it is. Spurs style, yeah?
Yeah, but at the moment it's 3-1
Meanwhile,
Emirates style.
my nerves are not going to be able to take that.
Well, the game, are you going?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so am I.
I can't even think about it. My nerves are going to be awful.
I'm looking forward to that game. I can't wait.
And you've actually got to face Chelsea in that time as well. Now that's
Yes,
a
you
game
do.
where I'm desperate for you guys to do us a favour.
Oh,
If
now you
could.
want to help. Maybe we don't want to help you, Abby.
You probably don't want to help us. Knowing you probably roll
After
over.
all these shots, maybe
Roll
we don't
up.
want to help you.
They probably will roll over. They
Roll over.
And in fairness, actually, Arsenal do have quite a good record when it comes
How
to
many goals you want, Ty?
Chelsea.
Hopefully 3.
Do
Hopefully.
some business.
But listen, when we pay
It
you, we're
wouldn't be
not
something
going.
I'd put it past. to be fair.
Listen, when we pay you, Matisse, we're not going to underestimate you at all because we know it's going to be a very difficult game.
Do you think you can beat Chelsea after watching what?
We thought we could beat them before, even before this. But like I said, we aren't going to underestimate them or anybody, or nor should we underestimate anybody.
Okay.
You know,
That's fair enough.
that is the attitude we have to have. But I have been impressed by Real Madrid. I have been impressed by Real Madrid.
Do you think, Raul, that Madrid have been better tonight or against Paris?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, in Paris was better.
Paris, you think they played better against Paris?
Listen, I didn't say nothing, but we didn't play today.
You haven't. Yeah.
No, listen,
Wow.
we scored 3 goals,
But you could have scored
but I
more.
was here.
Do you feel like you're still in kind of like second gear?
I am serious.
Oh, that's
yes,
interesting.
Sure.
Well,
I
they
am
could have had more, they
serious,
could have
I
had
am
more.
quiet. I am watching the game, but I didn't see this this nervous, this feeling that the Champions League. No, today it's true. We scored 3 goals, but
You don't feel like that thing, that importance that you felt with the
you
PSG?
can see the game. No, they don't have intensity.
I see.
They are quiet, in my opinion. And it's the Champions League. It's the best league in the world.
Do you feel the same way, Matisse?
I don't feel anything.
No, but
I feel
Fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. But I'll
I
tell
am
you
here,
one
I
thing.
am quiet. I am
Fair enough.
serious.
Fair
I
enough.
know.
Today I am
I
serious.
agree. I agree.
I can't believe I did all the build up for this game and now Raul telling me this ain't even chance. This is not even feeling like a chance.
No.
It's just feeling like a little. I
This
don't
is
know.
just like Brentford.
Yeah, just a little
Big game.
game
Ab-
against I don't know Real Betis or something.
But Abby, I've got a question for you. Didn't Crystal Palace beat you as well?
Yeah, they did.
Okay,
They did.
all right,
They did.
okay.
But listen.
So they did beat you as well.
They did,
So when
but
you're trying to
honestly,
track it,
they
they beat you
Abby, I
as well.
swear we
Why are
beat
you
you 3
coming-
times in a row.
Listen, don't ever talk about Chelsea beating us.
I swear we
That
beat
is
you 3
something.
times in
there
1 month.
There are certain things in life, right? Life, death,
where's-
Spurs losing to Chelsea at least 3 times in a
Where
season.
did this confidence come from,
Okay?
Abby? What did
Because I know my team. I don't have expectation. If you don't have expectation, you physically cannot
I
be
feel
let
like that's a
down.
cop out.
It's not. I've supported my club as long as I have been on this planet. For 28 years, I have had my
Wow, you
expectations
supported 28 years
high.
since you were born.
Yeah, my dad's
What
from Edmonton.
made you make that
Okay,
decision?
wow.
I didn't. My dad was born in Edmonton, and I didn't get a choice.
Oh.
Oh, right.
I was born
Okay.
into it. What was yours?
What's yours? That's a good question.
Did you start when Roman came?
No, don't try that, don't try that.
Abby's on the spot. Wow.
I heard the liquidator, it was brilliant.
So what is your story then, Matisse?
Huh? No, honestly, I was taken to the game.
At what age?
What age was I? Around about 10 or 11.
Oh, you never had a team before then?
Huh?
You never had a
No,
team
I never
before
had I never had a team. I
Okay.
played like FIFA and stuff. But
Yeah.
I
Who
went,
would you be on FIFA? United.
No. Who wants to be Man United? No. I would be anyone. I would just be any 5-star team. I went to the cheaper games like Charlton, Millwall, just to like watch football a bit.
Oh,
then
right.
I was like, I want to go and watch a Premier League game, and then Chelsea was the first one I got taken to, and I heard the Liquidator.
Oh, like that.
I was like, yeah, this is it. This is sounding good.
Yeah.
And then I seen Frank Lampard play. I was like, that's my team.
Okay, so that one is what made you fall in love, Frank.
I didn't even like know about like I wasn't even like watching in terms. I wasn't watching like all of the trophy lifts and oh my god, this team's winning. Because I think at that point, 07, I think Man United had won the league that time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even about. We drew the first game I went to, Aston Villa at home, 1-1.
How old are you?
25 now.
Come on, Everton.
I want to be 25 again.
That's peak.
I know it's only 3 years ago, but I've lost a lot to COVID.
I feel like after you go past 23, it's long.
It is, and I tell you what, your hangovers get hella long.
I don't celebrate birthdays.
They really do.
Really?
They really, honestly, I mean, if I have a drink, it takes me a good 2 days to recover. Swear to you.
All right.
And I think that happened as soon as you hit 24, honestly. Something in your body just goes.
Yeah, it's long.
I just think so. Not for you, Ty? You don't drink,
No,
do you?
I don't drink.
You don't
so
drink at all,
no,
do you?
No.
Raul, what made you support Real Madrid?
What?
made you support Real Madrid?
We are the best.
Why do you support?
Okay. No, basically for my family, for my father, especially for my father. But yeah, because to be honest, I don't have a really good team near to me.
Where in Spain?
Yeah, I am from the south, so basically 1 hour from Sevilla.
Oh, okay.
1 hour to Cordoba, so I am in the middle. I don't have a really good
Like
team.
Malaga way or?
Sorry?
Like towards Malaga or the
2
other way?
hours from Malaga,
Okay.
yeah. So, and I don't have a big city near to me. Yeah, for this reason, I support for Real Madrid. So, it's the best team in the world, no?
Well, absolutely. Why not?
I think
Well, statistically, the best team in the world is Chelsea, isn't it?
Chelsea.
As much as that, it's
Yeah,
painful
we
to
won
say
the Club World
because
Cup.
they won the Club World Cup, isn't it? At this moment in time.
I hear that, Ty. I like that.
So and it doesn't give me. It doesn't give me great pleasure to say it, but that's
Is he
at the
Conte?
moment.
Is that Conte there?
I didn't see who that was. If anyone saw who that was on the TV,
I
it looked like
think it was
Henri. I
Conte,
didn't even
just-
see
I
who that was.
like the drip, man.
Let me know.
Drip is very
And
serious.
Burnley
have taken the
Ty,
lead.
I am sorry, Burnley are 3-2
Yeah, I know, it's terrible.
up. 3-2
It's
up
terrible.
against Everton. Everton massively in the mud, unfortunately.
They are.
If they lose that game, they are in
They've got terrible
They are
run-ins.
serious trouble.
They've got terrible run
But I still think Burnley
Serious
are
issue.
stood in trouble as well, which is good.
Yeah, but Burnley and Everton are like competing for that 17th spot.
They are.
To
They
get
are.
away from it. So if Burnley take points off of Everton,
That's
I know.
massive.
That's
in that
massive.
Well,
relegation
Everton have got to
battle.
come back.
Huge.
I still hope Burnley go down.
Let's have a look at the
Nothing has changed.
chats. A Spurs fan says, I'm wondering, how did we lose 4 times to this team?
no, don't wonder. Don't wonder
because it happens
It's
every
because
year.
it happens all the time. Don't start. You're not Real Madrid. Don't get involved. Listen, don't make me come to that camera. I will come with my face.
Don't wonder about
Don't do that. That's not you. That's not your life. Focus on you, yeah? That's not the way you live. You're Tottenham, we're Chelsea, they're Real Madrid. Don't get involved. That's not your
I
conversation.
mean, to be fair, we have also beaten Real Madrid, so we can't actually get involved in that conversation.
When was that?
When the last time we were in it, I think.
You guys, man.
I think.
You guys are so silly, you know that?
You're so silly.
In obviously
so
football
You
terms.
guys are so silly,
You're
man.
so silly.
You're so silly, you
You're
guys,
silly.
man.
You're so silly.
Bringing up
That's
such
what you
irrelevant
Silly.
things, like, come on.
You're so silly. Do you know what's silly? That scoreline.
Whoa!
So,
Wow.
let's just deal with the game in hand. Let's deal
Wow.
with the game
Yo,
in
put
hand.
me and
Listen.
Abby on more watch
I got to start moving because
Spurs aren't playing tonight. I'm having a night off. It's all on you tonight.
I've got to
okay?
start. Listen, I got to start moving because the bullets are nearly hitting me. You know, wow. Abby's-
Just wait till we have North.
wow.
Just wait till we
Right,
have
they won't be-
the amount of build-up that's going to go on this channel
That's
for the North
great.
London
Yeah,
derby.
the North London
I'm
derby,
We are
Ty.
going to be so sick
Be
of each other,
careful.
Ty.
and I won't never be sick because
Do you know what?
won't be here to be-
I actually have a question.
yeah.
I'll be going to the game.
We
But
go to the game, yeah.
I'll debate with Abby all day long, man. I would, you know what? I would like to say Abby's like work, but she isn't. She's no.
If you go to the game and then you do the fan cam together.
No, you must be kidding.
Oh,
What?
I know. I never. Do you know what? I never, ever do fan cams
Why?
at Spurs.
No,
ever.
you can't. It'd be
It's
too
just,
difficult.
it's
There's
way
no
too
way.
difficult. Could never
There's
get to each
no
other.
way you could, unless you do it 100 miles away from White Hart Lane. There's no
Let me
way
tell
you
you,
could
we'll
do
be
it.
doing obviously our Premier League preview on the build up to
But-
the game on the Thursday for the Friday.
But because I know Abby, I'll still chat. I'll still
Ty is a
chat to
special
her.
guest flex as well.
Ty, well, I'm sure, honestly.
Oh what?
Well, it's going to be like Flex, me, and then everyone else on the channel that will be there as well. Who knows who's going to make an appearance? It's going to be a very, very tense.
It will be.
Intense
But like,
game when that
I said, Abby, I would like to say it's light work, man. But boy, Abby, I knew
long.
Abby was good, but this
Feisty.
watch her. She's excelled herself, man. She's
Excelled
a
myself.
deadly
Ooh.
enemy when it comes to football. And I've got to give her apologies.
But imagine if she supported someone good.
Imagine if you were winning.
Can you imagine? Like, if your team won trophies, can you imagine?
I know.
Matisse,
Could
it would be
you imagine?
ridiculous.
But
Matisse
that's
is-
why I know our limits.
Militao.
I accept our limits.
Yeah, he's on yellow. Matisse is coming
let's
back.
have a look and see what's
Wow.
going
It's
on.
a
Ruben
legend.
Loftus-Cheek
Ruben
is
Loftus-Cheek.
coming on as well. For Jorginho
Jorginho.
and Lukaku is
Lukaku.
coming on. Big man signing is finally coming on. Romelu Lukaku,
Isn't it?
all £97 million worth of striker coming on in the 63rd minute.
That's what I was going to say. What's happened to Eden Hazard?
Injured.
Oh, he's injured.
No, let me ask you
for the rest of the
something
season.
before. What happened with Lukaku?
What, in general?
Yeah,
I think he did an interview with Sky Italia. He forgot what team he played for,
Yeah.
and from
That
then
was a
he
long
just
time
lost his
ago.
bearings.
That was
Yeah,
a
he's
long
never
time ago,
recovered. He's
but-
lost his
Yeah.
bearings.
Yeah.
He's lost his bearings. He was trying to apologise to Inter Milan fans, and he forgot who he played for.
Yeah.
And then-
Just to say, Militao is coming off for Nacho.
Yeah.
Just
Nacho.
let
so
you
we,
know.
we can
Oh,
we can
we're
practice
I'd
for the
love
next
some-
game.
I'd love some Nacho,
We can
I'm
practice for
sorry.
the next game.
Practice. That's what's going on
He
right now.
needs minutes
Practice.
this year.
Yeah.
What-
Yeah, Lukaku's confused. That's all it is. So I hope he finds
Oh my
finds peace.
I just know when listen, when I go home, man, I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to maybe watch along again, man, and see the shots that Abby's firing, and think that when it's me and her, how I avoid
How
them,
you get round that.
because wow, Abby's firing some. It's
not easy.
Wow.
It's not
Wow,
easy.
Abby's a worthy. Not that she wasn't before, man, but. Abby, if I underestimate you, I'm sorry, because now you've gone up, man.
That's okay,
I
man.
didn't know you had it like that. You got it like that, like Gwen Stefani. So, boy, I'll give you a props. Because that's serious. That's
I
some
remember when
serious
Jason was
football
like, save the flirting for after.
Yeah, my favourite was when you whipped out the Girls Aloud one. That was so random. Like, it
It's called the shots, isn't it?
Did
Called
you
the shots.
You missed that.
Oh, you missed that?
Kaz missed that one, but that was iconic.
It's an iconic song. Call the shots
Tell him
for
what you
Girls
said.
Aloud.
Go on, tell him what you said again. I must have said something, and then you
Oh,
went,
yeah. I said Abby's calling the shots like Girls Aloud.
Mad.
And then call the shots.
Do you remember that song, Cass? you, know, you remember the legendary group Girls Aloud, though, innit?
Are they in your top 10, Ty?
Not really, if I'm honest. But I am aware they had some fantastic
Few bangers.
songs. Yeah. I think
Girls Aloud?
Nice.
I think the Spice Girls, not that they're in my top 10, but I think the Spice Girls were bigger than that because they had some iconic tunes like Two Become One, Mama as well, and Hollow as well, produced by Dark Child as well. I can't say that. Those are incredible songs.
I think we should start doing karaoke on here.
That's what they were saying.
I think we should definitely get that involved.
Well, I
Matisse,
don't-
would you come for a karaoke sesh?
You see, I've got a sore throat.
Oh.
And that just occurred just as you said that as well.
Really?
I just started to feel this sharp pain right
it-
here. Yeah.
I don't know about karaoke, Abby, but what I would like is an old school fill in the lyrics. Because
Okay.
I'm sure you could fill in Brian McKnight, couldn't you?
I could fill in Brian McKnight lyrics. I really could.
You know, and I like to think I could fill in a lot of 80s songs because that's all I basically listen to, basically virtually every day.
You could do a Craig David song and just fill me in.
Yes, you could fill me in, or you could rendezvous.
Oh. Oh, that was very.
Yo!
That was smooth.
You're almost taking my mind off of this
That
horrendous
was
performance.
smooth.
Thank you.
I just
Almost.
say, Raul is here like I've got no idea what anyone is.
Yeah.
Which is even funnier.
Yeah. Or to add it, Abby, you could say,
Yes, darling.
you could also say, what's your flavour as well?
Tell me what's
Your
your
flavour.
flavour, what's your flavour?
What's your flavour? The
That is
original.
such a good song. I love that.
It was, but it's original. Do you remember we did the American remix? It wasn't the same. We done a
No, it
different
needs
video.
to be just needed to be the original.
But I like Rendezvous, the original.
Craig David used to have some bangers.
He did, but then when he went to America, I think he went at the height of his fame and it didn't really work out.
Craig, David, if you're listening, Ty's not a fan of your new material.
No. I like Tim. No, I'm not saying that. I like
But Tim Westwood, he loves you.
Yeah, I love
Tim
Tim Westwood. No, what is that? When he went to America, it all sort of changed. Because when he had filming in and 7 days and rewind with Artful Dodger.
Yeah.
Absolutely magnificent. But then when he went to America, it just sort of changed.
Fair enough.
But having said that though, he has got a lovely haunting song. I don't know about his new stuff. I think it's I just don't love you anymore.
Oh, what song?
Yeah, but it's very haunting, sad. But it's the lyrics are fantastic. It's quite sad in terms, but it's brilliant.
Right, let's just get to some super chats before I miss them. Mitch said, "Glory, glory, Sir Taiwo. The legend goes marching on."
I don't know about Sir Lucky. I think Sir Lucky, but thank you very much.
Meerkat said, "Cecil is awful in defence."
Well, it's not actually Cecil. It's not actually Cecil.
Thank you, Ty, for pointing that out. I don't think anyone knew that it wasn't Cecil. Where's that one gone? Let's have a look.
How did he miss that?
This guy, man, sell him. This is what I'm talking about. How are you missing that opportunity? Big man.
Did you say sell him? He just got there.
I don't care. £97 million.
Million.
This is ridiculous.
Million.
No, this is not acceptable.
No. This is million.
You're killing me, bro. Do the swap deal with Kane.
I think it was actually... what was that?
Do the swap deal with Kane.
No,
Can we please start this negotiation?
The funny thing is...
He would never go to Chelsea.
No, I don't think he'd ever go to Chelsea.
No. Tashiamo said, Henri chilling with White Yardie at the bridge. I didn't actually see. Was that who was there?
No.
I
saw Conte, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was Henri.
That's not White Yardie. That's not White Yardie.
I thought it was Henri.
That's not White Yardie. What's White Yardie gonna... He's not White
But
Yardie.
I actually did think that was Thierry Henry, to be fair.
It could possibly be him.
I don't know what's going on. I saw Conte.
I didn't see, but maybe it was Conte.
I don't think that's White Yardie. No, I don't think that's White Yardie.
Diallo said, only thing left for me now is for Big Patrick and his Palace boys to slap these lot at Wembley. Make it rain, Will and Elise. Chelsea are finito.
Ooh. Well, you know what? I would say is I wouldn't necessarily say Chelsea finished. I wouldn't say that to him.
Glorioso said Everton
maybe
will
this
go
tie,
down.
but not against Crystal Palace, because I'd make Chelsea favourites.
Yeah, if we
yeah.
lose to Palace,
Chelsea go out. That just makes them want to win that. Crystal
Meanwhile,
Palace
you
game.
say that the way Palace were moving the other night, playing like peak Barcelona, they
Oh
were just
no, maybe against you lot, but not against us.
Oh, I mean, I watched your game. It was definitely against you.
No, I mean maybe they did that to you, but I don't think they did that against us.
You don't think they played? I thought they were exceptional.
They were all right. We
I
were
thought
very.
they
You guys arguing who got slapped
very
up worse,
bad.
3-0 against
Yeah,
Palace?
no. To be fair, I mean, I remember that game very vividly.
We were very.
Whose 3-0
no.
whose
We were
3-0
really
defeat
bad.
was more convincing? Is that what we're doing?
We were very bad. We were very bad. So
We were very, very bad in our
So
game.
we- so
It's fair to accept you were both bad.
But
yeah,
Palace,
just like you were against Brentford.
Palace.
Oh yeah!
Okay.
I swear you lost to Brentford first.
Yeah.
2-0 away from home.
Hands up if you didn't lose to
not at
Brentford.
home.
You
Yeah.
guys started it.
Not at home. Not at home. We're not at home.
To be fair, we've got Brentford in I think 2 weeks' time. So
There's
couldn't lose to Brentford yet.
Why am I even getting involved in these arguments, man? Champions of Europe.
Listen, Matisse,
For not
there's
much
no way
longer.
Brentford come and beat us. If Brentford come
Ain't having these-
and beat us 4-1, we'll give them the keys to
You and
Emirates.
Arsenal and
We'll give them the keys to
Tottenham
Emirates.
arguing.
Give them the keys. Give them the keys, Ty.
Yeah, I'll give them the keys because there's no way to beat a 4-1 at home.
We're not
No
involved,
way.
man.
Yeah.
Raul, I feel like you're quite on edge. Are you on edge?
He's chilling.
You nervous?
He's more quiet. He's more quiet.
He's
you nervous?
vibing. He's thinking about the semi-final.
I think he's more content.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
The disrespect,
Listen.
Raul.
No, I am honest.
He's over this game. He's so over it.
What is
You were meant to be like,
what is
nah.
Real Madrid tonight? We didn't start tonight. Only scored 3 goals. That's it.
Oh,
It's true.
My
only
team
scored
are
3 goals.
getting
But then, how many
disrespected.
goals did you want to score? You're away at Chelsea. For all
Yeah, it's
you know,
true.
for all our banter, it's still Chelsea. It's still Stamford Bridge, and they
Yeah.
are still a great side. Did you not think that this is a great scoreline for you?
Yeah, no. But be careful in the next week. Nah?
yeah.
Be careful the
absolutely.
next week if the Chelsea score 1 goal.
Exactly. It's back on again. Yes.
So,
So you wanted more-
Real Madrid gonna be nervous, and I mean, yeah, it's true that we have we have the support in our team in Bernabeu, but be careful. I
Yeah.
am quiet, but you see. It's
Not that quiet.
it's
It's just the
it's
trophy.
You better win it now.
Yeah, you got to win it now.
Because
You've
if you
done
knock
all the
us out, you better
business.
win it. Don't let none of these English teams win it.
I agree.
I'm counting on you, Raul. Don't let this slip.
No. I think it's your moment now. It's your moment now because in the between 80 and 80, it's gonna be another goal.
You think that's definitely another goal?
Yeah, it's your moment now. Now or never.
Yeah, 100%. But even if we lose 3-2, I'm still not confident at all.
It's now or never.
Oh gosh.
I'm saying I'm not even thinking there's an ever. I'm very much like
ever for the eliminatory for the semi-final. So if you want to be in the semi-final, it's now.
Yeah,
or never.
For me personally,
Real Madrid,
I think it's a wrap.
gonna score another goal.
I'm not even gonna entertain the
So
whole.
you're saying never ever then? You're not saying never ever, are you?
No, it's not never ever, but it's like I know that when we go to the Bernabeu, it's a problem, and we needed to win this game. Not like a draw would have been disappointing. So because I know when we go to the Bernabeu, it's the atmosphere, the prestige, the history, everything is just going to come together.
The
so
history of the Chelsea
it's the history,
or the history of the...
you know where that's from, isn't it?
Yeah. And if you can't laugh at your own...
You just
Pain.
used your own slander.
It's the history of the
against
Tottenham.
You used it for us. The history of Chelsea is winning things.
Not right now. Just saying. Whoa. Not right now. Ty, someone has asked, when are you going to go to Nigeria for the first time?
Well, the thing is, like I said,
You've never been?
Of course I've been. The thing about that is that listen.
I don't think that genuinely was a dig for you. I actually think he was being serious.
No, but the thing is, I have been to Nigeria. My name can't be Taiwan and I've not been to Nigeria.
Yeah.
So it's not for the first time. It will be for the upkeep time.
There we go. Shut
You know.
up, didn't he?
So I don't think it's a thing. It's just the underlying joke. But the joke would be on a serious thing if I hadn't been. I'm fortunate enough to have been.
Would you wear your Nigeria tracksuit when you travel?
Yeah, of course. But then there's, of course, but
It's a great tracksuit.
It is a great tracksuit.
Thank you. But then it would have to be in comparison because we haven't got a game, and I've already done what's happening with Ziyech and Vinicius Junior. Yeah. It would have to be in the realms of thing. I'm not gonna. I love wearing Arsenal Nigeria, but it'd have to be for something. And the fact that we've already lost, I've already worn my week for them, so I wouldn't wear it unless.
So will you wear something different tomorrow when the week's up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Different Arsenal tracksuit or just regular?
No, regular. It's back to regular, not regular.
Not regular.
It's back to
not regular. Regular.
It's back to regular clothes tomorrow. Yeah, because this is the last day.
The last day.
I have respect for our women for unfortunately.
Have you
going
worn
up to
Arsenal
Wolfsburg.
pyjamas as well, or?
No, I haven't worn Arsenal pyjamas. Not that I wouldn't.
You said that very subdued.
I would wear them.
Like almost disappointed you didn't think of the idea
have you
to kind of do that.
Have you worn Spurs pyjamas?
I have worn Spurs pyjamas in the past.
Oh, you have? No,
Yeah,
I haven't really got Arsenal pyjamas. Not that I
used
wouldn't.
to have a Spurs bedroom. I was that kid.
Oh, really?
I was that kid.
Oh, but that's
What photos did you have?
I was obsessed with Jermaine Defoe. And when I finally actually met him, like during work, I told him, and it was I said to him, I was like, I used to have knickers with your name on the bum, and like I really did. I did. I used to do in Victoria's Secret.
Wow.
No. In Victoria's Secret,
lucky Jermaine.
You used to be able to get a name or whatever you wanted printed
What?
on a pair of
Are
knickers.
you serious?
And I remember I was with my friend at the time. She was obsessed with Kanye, and she got Kanye printed. They're a pair of pink knickers. I've never worn them in my life. They were like for framing purposes. If I ever met him, I'd take them and like get him to sign them.
Wow!
I know.
Is that what you did?
No, I didn't. I said to him, I said next time I'll bring them and you can sign them.
What did he say when you said that?
He just loved. He loved. But
lucky Jermaine,
I swear to you, and I was so obsessed. I had a massive canvas on the wall when he scored 9 goals against Wigan, one of our many trophies to add to the cabinet. I had a signed thing from that, and I had a big white. You know those big white Art Lane ones? You get like the Highbury one or the Emery.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The wooden one. I had that.
Wow.
I had a big canvas of Gareth Bale. I had, what else did I have in my room? You know, like the whole glory. You know when before the game they go, oh, like daring to try, daring to risk, all that stuff. If you follow Spurs, you know the whole spiel they played before the game. Had that on a big canvas in my room. Yeah, I was that kid.
Wow.
I only did my room up last year. I'm joking. It was a little bit longer than that.
Oh, that's fascinating.
But I did keep all the memorabilia, and it's all at my mum and dad's house.
Oh, you still got it?
Yeah, because it being my kid stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
I used to collect programs. I used to collect like news cuttings.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was really sad.
Cool. What,
If anyone else does that,
I wouldn't
You're
say
not sad,
I wouldn't
it's
say
sweet.
sad. It's football terms, but you know.
I think I'm sad. But I always used to say I want it because I want to give it to my kids.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
I'll probably give it to them. And they'll probably go, "What the fuck did you do that for, Mum?" Like, that's
So
really weird.
you'd want to bring the misery to your kids, but that's
Yeah.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Do you know what?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I used to go out with an Arsenal fan, and it was
Lucky him.
No, not lucky.
What do
We used to have terrible.
Well, this is the
rows.
problem, but that's the problem with the arguments, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
Do you not think an Arsenal fan and a Tottenham fan can date?
No.
They
being
can.
in that
They
relationship,
can.
No.
Troops is lovely. Troops.
Oh, yeah,
pick up
of course,
Troops.
yeah,
His
yeah,
lovely
yeah.
wife, Lily,
Yeah,
is
really nice.
top.
Look at
Yeah, but I
But-
think that one of you has to be less invested than the other.
Well, absolutely.
And I think if you're both as passionate and you're both as
Exactly.
invested, I mean, just for example, we never used to speak on Derby Day ever.
Really?
If we were together the evening before, we would go home.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, like that severe.
So so if there was a result for either team, when would you speak
Well,
again?
when we were together, we'd lost 5-2 twice.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
Great days.
actually, it was me that suffered the whole way through. It wasn't actually him, really.
Well, did he try? Did he try to appease or
Oh
say?
no, he was revolting with it.
Oh, so he rubbed it in.
Yeah.
But would you rub it in if it was you?
I probably wouldn't have because I probably wouldn't have wanted to piss him off more. Now I would, yeah. If
Oh,
I was
right.
in that situation, I would now. I would.
Okay, that's interesting.
If I leveled up, I'm now very happily with a Spurs fan. So
Lucky him as well. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like you said, you would make a fantastic one because if you're that into it, no, it's just I don't know. It would just be too much.
yeah, I think that you have to have. I think if you're both that passionate, it's very difficult when you're both
It is difficult.
different and such a big rivalry.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I'd fancy like a Chelsea fan either, to be fair. Like, that's a bit more, I think, acceptable than an Arsenal fan.
Probably.
I
But
think.
then we're all like, yeah, it's
How would
difficult.
you feel about dating like a
Tottenham fan.
Tottenham fan.
well,
Yeah.
an Arsenal fan and Tottenham fan? Actually, I mean, Arsenal don't really bother you, but
I mean,
Don't really bother. What do you mean? You mean Chelsea don't
Fulham
really bother us?
fan.
I would
What
just,
about a
I would
Madrid
simply
fan?
just try to convert them.
Madrid fan. No, them.
But you're saying that. But are you saying that we're bothered by Chelsea then, Abby?
I
'Cause
think you're bothered about Chelsea.
Why are we bothered about them?
I don't know.
Oh, there's many
But-
reasons. How
Go
long
on
have you
then.
got?
I could say why
Okay,
Chelsea.
then
I could say
give
why
me-
Chelsea bothered by
give me-
Spurs. We don't
give-
do anything.
That's
Give-
what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
I
Why are you
probably
bothered?
could because
Okay,
I'd be like,
Matisse,
well, I
give
just
me-
feel sorry for them. So.
Okay, you feel sorry for us.
Not for both of you guys.
Okay, then so you feel sorry for us. We feel sorry for you as well.
Why would you feel sorry for us?
Because you don't have an invincible team. That's why. Okay, so right then.
Yo,
So
you
when you're gonna
can't
try to
keep-
stop, when you're gonna try firing shots our way, you make sure that your shots are
You
clean.
can't keep using this.
Well, I can.
invincible
Because you said you feel sorry for us.
No.
We got an
No,
invincible
it can't
team.
run.
So how can you feel sorry for us?
They can't run.
I understand, no disrespect to Tottenham, you feel sorry for them. But anyone that's got an invincible team, I'm not trying to diss, you can't feel sorry for us. Because we got an invincible team. We won the
we
league
can't
Old
catch
Trafford.
no-
We won the league Old Trafford. We won the league at White Lane. We've got most FA Cups, so you can't feel sorry for us.
See, he's making this case. What's your case?
I was just reading the super chat. I was just reading the chat and seeing if Chelsea are going to get one back, which they're probably not. Biano said, I genuinely didn't think Ty would show after yesterday. Ty, what did you do yesterday?
Why wouldn't I show? Oh yeah, basically what it was is that I said, right, that if anyone can find me saying that we could go be invincible, then I'll give them £1,000. What I should have said was, if the whole clip, which is I said if we have the luck of Leicester, but it's fair enough. I got it wrong, but I owe Jason £1,000. So that's it.
Ooh, that's
The
a
cameraman, not any of the listeners or viewers. So
Bear Jason's
I'm
just
happy
typing
with
in the chat.
Jason's fuming. You called
Jason the
Hey,
cameraman.
my name's Jason.
yeah, well, Jason the cameraman.
Jace, I hope you're home and watching this now, the cameraman.
He's
Who's
already
doing
trying.
the camera?
He's already trying to hell me down for his money. So
So
I'm gonna
funny.
be like, I'm gonna act like ODB. God rest his soul. I got your money, Jason.
Okay. Oscar said, big up for Abby recognising the history of De Tottenham. I
Look
told
at this.
you.
He's
you
bringing
can
him on. Look at
recognise it.
this.
Gareth
Yo, Bale.
Gareth Bale.
Welcome back,
Now,
bro.
do you know what? This is
careful,
interesting.
Coming
Be
on.
careful.
This is interesting because with Gareth Bale,
No,
I
before we
find
see
it
him.
fascinating in the fact that he's staying at Real Madrid. He's seen that his contract.
Yeah.
And nobody's saying nothing. But yet, when Mesut did it with us, Mesut got pelters.
No, there are loads of people are saying everything. Not English media aren't going to report on it particularly because it's not an English media
Don't worry,
thing.
Marca
It's a
are
Madrid thing.
reporting on it.
Real Madrid, what's your paper called again?
Marca.
The Marca.
They're reporting
Marca
it.
calling him a parasite.
And but that's ridiculous.
You know,
though.
and I think
that's below
it is
the belt.
wholly unfair. Well, Gareth Bale has won how many trophies with
Yes.
Barrel.
How many trophies
Yeah,
has
he's
Gareth
done
Bale won?
loads.
Is it 6 or 7
No,
trophies?
7 more.
Seven or 8 trophies, right? He's won them Champions Leagues. He's won them
Yeah.
La Liga titles. And to call him a parasite.
No, that's ridiculous. That's bang out of order.
Purely
That's
for
bang
the
out of
fact
order.
that he didn't get on obviously with Zidane and he wanted to move and things
It's
like that.
probably-
Yeah.
I mean, I think what he's given to that club and what he's won for that club, I think is so wrong the way he gets treated.
It is, but like at the same time, I'm saying the way Mesut was treated was bad because he said he was going to stay as well. But suddenly Mesut slagging him off, he shouldn't stay, but it's all right for Bale. So don't get me wrong, I don't agree with Bale getting slagged off, but it's interesting because, all right, Bale's won much more, but it's interesting. They both want to see out, Mesut left in them, but they both want to see out their contract. You know, so I'm just wondering if
It's not all right for Bale though, because like he's taken a lot of heat in Spain.
Yeah.
A lot of heat.
no, but what I'm not saying this all right. I'm saying
Yeah, but I'm saying like both of them they both got heat.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But Mesut's heat was more. There's
You think so? I feel like
No,
Bale's
I
got a
think-
lot of heat.
I've seen media. I won't name them. I've seen media, and they said, "Oh yeah, why shouldn't Bale stay? They don't want him." I saw one sports channel which I won't name said, "Oh, why shouldn't Bale stay? They don't want him. He should stay."
I think the British press are always going to
that's what I'm
defend
saying.
Bale, isn't
They
it?
were slagging off Mesut.
But the Spanish press are.
it's
The
ridiculous.
Spanish- I mean, to be called a parasite.
No, that's what I'm saying about. That's disgusting.
And
that's
haven't,
absolutely
yeah.
disgusting.
Just to let everybody know, a little bit of breaking news. Manchester United are close to finalising the appointment of their new manager, with Erik ten Hag expected to be announced as the
Really?
chosen candidate. That is huge, and I am buzzing if that's true, because I did not want Pochettino to go. So if that is the case,
Okay, fair
I
enough.
am
Fair enough.
very, very happy with that. And
All right.
long may that continue.
Fair enough.
Unai Emery in the chat, I assume it's not him, he's a bit busy right now, said good evening. Did that annoy you when people used to, take the mickey out of that good evening?
It did because, and it only happened when we didn't start to do well. And I think it's ridiculous because obviously English is not his first language. So when you're slagging someone off when English is not their first language, it's distasteful, it's poor, it's disrespectful. But it's nothing that surprises me in the fact that in football here sometimes we are very insular. So it doesn't surprise me. It was disappointing.
Yeah,
It's very disappointing.
fair enough. Fair enough. People did make a lot of gifts and memes and about
Yeah, they did, but they didn't when he was doing well. It's only when he weren't doing well. When he was doing well, I never saw none of that.
Jason has confirmed that he is watching and he does want his money.
Well, I said I got your money. I'm going to act like ODB, God rest his soul, and I got your money. So
Oh, God. Well, that is something you'll have to take up with the cameraman.
well, funny
he's
enough,
back.
you know, in this Villereal Bayern game, there's actually ex-us and ex-Tottenham because there's Francis Coquelin, who used to play for us, and on Villereal there's Fife and Aurier just come on. So
Well, there's a lot of Spurs in that Villarreal side. Lo Celso.
Lascelles as well, yes.
Celso's
yes.
actually, I think, on loan.
You should have kept these players.
Hello.
No.
Playing Champions League.
I have this
Look at
debate all
Gareth.
the time
Beaten by
about Lo
Munich.
Celso.
Oh, Danny.
I really do have this debate a lot about Lo
Unai.
Celso.
Danny Ceballos.
And I just think
Danny
he's just not the
Ceb-
right league.
Oh
He's not
my
the right
God,
league.
Danny
He's also
Ceballos.
not
You
the
remember?
right league.
Danny
All the
Ceballos.
time.
Danny
Absolutely all the
Ceballos. He eats paella. He drinks. The boys
Benzema
magic.
coming off.
Yeah, for Gareth Bale.
Yeah, for Gareth
Wow,
Bale.
Gareth
Benzema was brilliant. Hat trick, brilliant.
Yeah, look
Nice
at
for
this.
Gareth Bale to
Look at
get
the
5
supporter.
minutes.
Yeah, nice.
And Danny Ceballos as well coming
Danny
on. I mean, another
Ceballos.
really
Come on.
fantastic night for
Danny Ceballos.
Karim Benzema.
Danny Ceballos, yes. I remember Danny.
Maybe today.
Well, Bale to score.
Bale's a score. Would
You
love
never,
to
you never
see
know.
that.
You never know about Gareth Bale. Imagine.
Imagine.
He's very motivated.
Imagine.
Imagine.
He's
Imagine
very
John
motivated
Lennon.
today.
John
Imagine
Lennon,
if
John
night
Lennon.
could
No,
get
no,
better.
no.
John
Imagine,
Lennon.
oh.
Yes,
Why not?
that's right.
Why not?
Valverde off for Danny
Danny
Ceballos.
Ceballos.
Did you like Danny Ceballos?
I did in the first season. Second season wasn't that great, but I thought he was quality. He's a shame the way it ended because he started off well, but I'm grateful. Like I said, I'm grateful for what he did for us. He helped us to get to the final,
I think
the
this-
semi-final. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the final, but
I think that he needs more minutes in another
Yeah,
team.
yeah, he did.
He needs more minutes in another
Is
team.
he getting any minutes? He's not getting any minutes here again.
No.
Right.
Yeah, so he needs more minutes in another team probably, but he's a good
That's
player.
interesting. But the funny thing is, you say Danny and you say Martin Odegaard. Now, Martin took his chance. Danny didn't take his. Hence, Martin is now a permanent player with
And
us.
Odegaard has been a great signing
Yeah,
for us.
he took his chance, whereas Danny didn't. Whereas Danny started off well, and Danny was there for 2 seasons. And Martin was there for a season, and we signed him. He wasn't even there for a full season. He came in January, I think.
Raleigh said, Ty, you said that Arsenal would win the quadruple.
No, well, what I said, and I'll say it again, and please listen, because I won't say it again. Please listen, okay? Please listen. Listen very carefully.
I love it.
I'll say this only once. Right, I said we can win the quadruple, right? If, and I'll say it slowly, if we, W-E, have H-A-V-E, the T-H-E, luck, L-U-C-K, of O-F, Leicester, L-E-I-C-E-S-T-E-R. That's exactly what I said.
I thought you might slip up on that one.
Same, I was like, if you slip up, it's long for him.
If you slip up, that's getting
I was slip up.
baited, everything. I wish you had.
I was slip up. I was slip up. That's Tottenham's job.
Oh,
Hey, there you go.
Excuse you?
What?
Excuse
No,
you. Get
I was-
behind that sofa. Get behind that sofa.
I might do, when the full time whistle blows.
I won't act like DMX next. God rest his soul. I'm slipping. I can't get up. I won't act like
Raul,
that.
I have to just ask you about Eden Hazard. Obviously, you
Yeah.
said
About?
about Hazard, who's been.
Who is Hazard?
You're rude, bro.
Wow! Even
Come
Raul's
on.
doing it now. Wow!
Is that what's going on? We're just gonna say who he is.
Wow.
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 The shots are
Wow.
flying.
You see,
man.
this is why.
He's playing in the Chelsea.
You see this.
Playing in the Chelsea.
He was playing
This
for
is
Chelsea.
why.
He was
This
playing
is
for
why the
Chelsea.
grass is not always greener when these players dream to play for Real Madrid, because the fan base is very, very cutthroat.
No, but-
if
Yeah,
you
but
are
then you
not
could say that about
rela-
anyone.
Like to be a legend at Real Madrid is very, very difficult.
That's
so
true.
you should
Of
sometimes just
course.
enjoy
Of
where
course.
you are and just stay where you are. And
Not everyone play in the Real Madrid. Yeah, but I
Lot of
can't
pressure.
say anything about Hazard.
I hear that.
He played
Done
how many
nothing.
times? 3?
Exact facts.
4 times.
Are you so
He didn't say.
disappointed?
He didn't did.
He came
He didn't do
overweight. He
anything.
came overweight when he signed. He was overweight in the first season, isn't it? Yeah.
Wow.
So he's not.
Wow.
This is
So
what- this is how-
so where does Eden Hazard go from here? Because he was honestly one of the, if not the best player in the Premier League for quite some time.
Yeah.
And then to go to Madrid and just, end up how it's ended up. Where does he go? Back to Chelsea?
No.
Does he go to Newcastle?
Oh, good question.
I would say look at maybe the Italian league.
Okay.
Do you just want to put everyone in the
slower.
Italian league and then take them back?
Slower pace. Slower
send
pace.
everyone.
It's slower pace.
Wow.
Do you know what I'm saying? I think the Italian league, slower pace, see how that goes. I think he should be able to do very
So
well
if you
there.
think it's much slower pace, why have you brought Lukaku back from that?
That wasn't me.
I'm just saying.
I didn't
As a
sanction
you're here
this.
to represent your club. I'm not sitting with Roman or Marina, am I? I'm asking you.
Well, I'm dressed in black. I'm dressed in
My
black. So
God.
No, I'm me.
Do you know what?
I don't know what you're talking
If
about.
this was boxing, no disrespect, Matisse,
I'd have
Abbi
run-
would
I'd
have
have
knocked
run
you
out.
out.
No.
She would have
Now you're
knocked
just
you
being
out,
overly
man.
flirtatious because I think it's been very even.
I don't think it has.
I think it's been an even fight.
Listen, I'll tell you
I've
what.
definitely sent back a few.
You have Matisse, but I tell you what, Abby's coming from a weak standpoint,
Yeah.
but she's been
Yeah.
flying. She's been
Featherweight.
flying.
Maybe we should run a poll.
flurry, a verbal flurry that has me worried. That has me worried. It has me worried.
You have to debate her because you'll be at the game and
No, we have
you
to
won't
get-
be doing a fan
5
cam
minutes.
together. So
No, we won't be doing the
5
fan cam, but
minutes
we're going to
of
see each other.
time.
I think you
We're
should
gonna-
do the preview together.
But yeah, but no, it's all right. But the thing, like I said, I know Abby, so it's cool. When I know you, it's cool. You know what I mean?
You know
Even though we
Flex.
still watch it. Huh?
You know Flex, don't you?
Yeah, but Flex is Manchester United, so he's got nothing to do with it, has he? No
Oh,
disrespect.
you have to get Flex off the
No,
show
what I
that
mean
day.
is he's got nothing to do with the rivalry.
No, nothing
That's what I
to do
mean,
with
so-
that.
or the top 4 race.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so. We hope so. But listen,
like
we're not
it.
taking
I
it for
like it.
granted.
More of
But
that.
that's good.
I'm gonna, let me tell
Listen,
you.
Man United, I will slander that
I will
club
give you
to
the copyright.
I will slander that club to the ends of the
I'm going to
earth.
give you the copyright because I'm definitely going to use that tomorrow when I see him.
It's good.
Go for it.
I'm going to use
Matisse,
that.
that is very.
Man United, I don't
I
play.
lo-
I don't play with Man United.
Matisse, I love that. I absolutely, Matisse, boy, that's a big.
Has to
Boy,
be done.
you've hit a home run. Boy, that's
Damn straight.
amazing.
Has to be
that's
done.
Brilliant.
Because they
That's
were
brilliant.
also meant to be in the title race.
Well,
Yeah,
listen,
they
when
were.
they got Ronaldo, they were saying, some of them were saying they're going to win everything.
Yep.
They're not saying
No,
that
to
now.
be fair, Saeed didn't. We tried to make Saeed say that they were
Yeah, he
gonna win.
didn't.
He said we will be around the 80 points mark. I mean, they're nowhere near that. But he said we will be in. I think it was we will be in
fine.
contention or something like that.
Yeah.
Fine. On the big
Um,
6, he said quadruple, so it's fine.
Oh, I need to see that clip.
Oh, did he say that?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, he weren't the only one.
I almost clipped Cecil the other day because he was so confident about Palace. He was going, is it 3-0?
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, and I was
So
thinking
was
to
I.
myself, I thought, shall I clip it? Shall I not? I thought, no, I'll leave it. I'll leave it to the end of the season. I'll leave it.
End of the season, but what happens at the end of the season if we end up in that fourth spot? Then you can't clip it.
I can't, so I'll wait till the end of the season to see
Okay.
what happens.
But that's a
Do you know
humble
what? Because
approach. so fair enough.
I'll make a point. I never ever say things before they happen. I will
Well,
never
that's-
say I
well-
think
Never
Spurs
get
are
clipped.
I will never say.
Well, that's
never get
like,
clipped.
but that's like me as well. When we was playing Ghana, Robbie said, "Don't say, oh, Nigel Gunner." I said, "Hopefully we play well." That's what I said. I take that action as well. You have to always be humble.
Just to let you guys know, whoever did see the Premier League preview last week will have seen that Cecil was extremely confident.
And so he should have been.
In that. So tomorrow, Flex and I will be catching up with Cecil.
So he should have been.
On the preview show.
And I'm sure Cecil, you
As he
remind
was so
Abby. I'm sure
confident.
Cecil, you remind Abby that Crystal Palace always also slapped Tottenham as well.
But that's okay. I'll lead with that. I will lead with
We
that.
got slapped, but you got slapped.
You got slapped harder.
Well, I got it harder
so-
because I think Crystal Palace beat Tottenham 3-0 as well.
You guys, that will be out
The
Friday
fall
morning.
of these great clubs.
That
Well,
Well,
fall
there's
of one
not.
great
there's-
club and another club that
well,
never
the thing is,
risen
Matisse.
to the
Jacob,
first
you
place.
got spanked by Brentford
Matisse.
3 days ago.
It doesn't matter. That's the beautiful thing about
Matisse, you're saying the fall of the club.
Yeah.
Hey, can I just make one point?
on.
Before we're on?
Oh,
You're sitting on 59 points.
Yeah.
The top four races still floating around the
You
54
really think you
points.
can catch us?
I think if Arsenal might beat you, I think you could be in a little bit of trouble. I think don't count your chickens before they've just hatched. Okay?
Well,
You
I'm
don't
actually-
know what could happen. This is nothing that's going to affect Spurs because you've already battered us 4 times,
Yeah.
which is absolutely fine. I take it. I know, like I said, those games they are already lost before you even kick a ball. That's no
Wow.
issue
That's
to me
actually mad.
whatsoever.
That is mad.
One win at the Bridge, I think, in 28 years is absolutely fine.
Yeah. Great
No
stats,
problem.
by the way.
Thank you.
Funny enough, didn't Ericsson score? Didn't Ericsson score in that
Ericsson
game?
did score.
And then he
in that
scored
game.
for
And it was
Brentford
Dele
as
Alli as
well.
well.
Wonderful moment. It was
Yeah.
a wonderful, wonderful moment. But it's okay.
3-1, wasn't it? Dele Alli
It
as well.
was, yes.
Double, yeah.
It was good. It was
Dele.
a really nice moment. It was on
Nice
a bank
day.
holiday.
Another one
weekend.
for
It
the,
was
for
so
the
good.
history books.
It was a
Another
bank holiday.
iconic day.
Everything was good.
For the history book.
Iconic.
But Matisse, you're saying fall of us.
Yeah,
can't
you have fallen as well.
Yeah, we've got the most ever cup, so we can't be that bad.
You know what? I saw the argument on Lad Bible. I'm not even going to do it.
With Flav, with Flav
doing
and
this.
Grizz. With Flav and Grizz.
Look at this.
Yeah, exactly.
You have
exactly.
fallen,
It's a
Ty.
penalty.
You know
We
this.
have fallen, but
Yeah.
we can't be
Fine.
falling that bad if we've won the most FA Cups. We do something right, aren't we?
Fair enough, fair enough. At least, you know what? I'll give you your credit. You still pick up your FA Cups. You still pick up trophies.
The most FA Cups.
And I rate the FA Cup, so, you know.
Okay, fair
I-
enough. But
I-
obviously you've
yeah.
done well. We
Yeah,
can't say
100%.
you've not done well.
I'll never diminish that trophy. That's a proper
It
cup.
it almost finished in the
Fair enough,
Villarreal
fair-
game.
fair enough, fair enough.
Villarreal
Respect.
1, Bayern 0. Very big
Yes,
win for
I know.
Villarreal.
It's amazing.
But of course,
Wow.
they will have to go to Bayern, so maybe that scoreline won't be as pretty. in the return
Maybe not,
leg.
but they just need to score, don't
But
they?
great night for Villarreal nonetheless, and Unai Emery.
Yes.
So
Unai.
Ty will be happy about that, won't he?
Well,
And
I'll be,
this
happy,
game-
I'll be happy for Unai. I'll be happy and Francis. I'm happy for Unai and Francis.
Not for Lo Celso and Foyth and
Why would I be happy for them?
just for the last game.
I'll be happy that they went from a team that didn't win something to a team that might win something.
Same
Fair
with
enough.
Coquelin and Unai.
Well, Francis, well, you're saying that, but Francis did win a trophy with us.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, Unai didn't, but Francis did.
Foyth won the Audi Cup. There we go. Even.
The Audi Cup. That's the previous
This
trophy.
game is nearly all
Brum,
but
brum.
done. This game
Very
is nearly
good.
all but
Well, Matisse is
done.
coming back.
Have Madrid got anything else in them? And I think we're almost finished.
They
in this
haven't,
game,
but
to be fair, if they've got no more.
Real
but,
Madrid, what
I
a
mean,
performance.
Chelsea,
What a
Chelsea haven't really offered anything tonight, have they, Matisse?
No,
Other than
it's surprising that
banter.
I've actually enjoyed the watch along so much. Credit to you guys because
Surprise.
Well, thank you. Credit to you as
this
well.
has been absolutely horrendous. Usually I'd be depressed right now, but
Yeah, but
maybe
Matisse,
when I get home.
Matisse, you're sorry in that. Credit for you in the
For
way that
staying.
you've been magnificent,
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
humility and dignified.
Guys,
Thank
don't
you.
forget to
Thank
like
you.
and
That's
subscribe.
all right,
All
it's
of you
truth.
watching, you've been great. I mean, we're not going anywhere just yet, but
No,
make
we're
sure you
not,
do
no.
like and subscribe before you jet off anywhere. Jet off. I'd like to jet off, to be fair.
Where would you like to jet off to?
Madrid for the second leg.
Wow. I said, what?
You, Matisse?
Wow.
Hey!
Listen, when I go home after this watch along, I'm gonna start studying Abbi.
Ty's going to start
terms.
revising.
I am, man, because boy, I'm looking and say, boy, if I'm not careful, she could take my head off in football terms. So I've got to be careful. You never underestimate your opponents, never ever.
Never, ever, 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 ever.
Like All Saints' son.
Never, ever.
That's it. Full
So,
time.
it is
Everyone
full
watching
time.
Mendy, yeah? Everyone watching Mendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame because Mendy's done really well.
Mendy mistake kind of, didn't really
did.
separate the two because you were already 2-1 up.
Yeah, but that
that
just-
obviously was the final nail in the coffin. You didn't get out of second gear that whole second half, to be fair.
They didn't.
No.
I mean, the next leg, what are you predicting for that?
No. I am nervous for the next game, but To be honest, it's clear, no? So I don't know he's thinking, but
Appreciate it, bro. Big up.
but yeah, I mean I am happy. It's not 1-2, but it's 1-3.
1-3.
So it's more
You were
sure.
close, and even better, and one step
remember
closer.
who is the winner, the queen of the Europe? Remember?
Just yeah.
But now it's come on. We are the Real Madrid. You need 3 goals.
Yeah.
So I think
Well,
They need two to level up.
equalise,
2 to level.
yeah.
But you know what? We've seen stranger things happen
Yeah,
in the Champions
absolutely.
League. So
Yeah, it's true.
we will see what happens.
Yeah.
Just having a little read in the chat.
Capoue as well.
Yeah,
Another
Capoue as well.
ex-Tottenham fan.
Another ex-Tottenham.
player, sorry.
Someone said Chelsea are so finished. Bayern are
wouldn't say
going
that.
to lose. No Roman, no party. Chelsea, there's always next week. Tuchel looks traumatised. Man United saying they were on for the quadruple. You'll never walk alone. Someone said save the bridge. Want to save the bridge, Matisse?
I ain't even. I
Well, the
got
funny
I
thing
got a
is-
fiver on me anyway, so it's cool. I've got spare change.
But the people are saying this. Who do they support? I would love to know
They
this support.
never claim
never
those
say.
ones.
Exactly. Because they're too scared, innit?
Now
Now
listen-
you're following shots. Say who you support.
Listen, we won it last year. Now we're
did.
probably gonna go out. Life could be a lot
But to be
worse.
fair, that is
True,
actually,
true.
without joking, that is actually the history of Chelsea, because you always do really well, then you go out,
Yeah.
you change your manager, then you do really well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is the history of
Got to
Chelsea.
do the
to be
up and
fair.
down.
Blaze said the tie all came down to the Mendy mistake. I don't think it did necessarily.
No, we didn't.
I
Real
think-
Madrid were worthy winners. They were very, very classy.
I agree. I think that they didn't blow Chelsea away, but I think Chelsea were very underwhelming
Yeah.
tonight, following on a bad weekend for them, bad week.
Yeah.
And I think, I think Madrid just literally just turned up, took their chances, and that was it. Nothing was
Yeah.
majorly spectacular.
Yeah.
But they know how to win games, and
They do.
Karim
They
Benzema
do. Yeah.
is pretty
Benzema's the guy.
outstanding with another hat trick. Dawit said sell Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho, and Christensen.
To who?
I don't know, anyone will have him, I suppose. Yeah, so come on, Madrid. Lots of people are very much backing them, backing Liverpool as well. Ruben Loftus-Cheek has no
Right.
touch. Parisian said Hala Benzema. I think Parisian Londoner is fully supporting Real Madrid now.
Why?
I
You knocked them out. Why?
Yeah,
is
they
he,
knocked
why
them
is
out,
he
yeah.
flying
Just
the
the
Real Madrid flag?
allegiance. I think he like Raul.
Oh, okay.
And
Makes sense.
Benzema.
I was like, cheering on your ops. What's going on here?
Something else, do you might start cheering on Liverpool or someone else.
No.
No? Okay. But we will see what happens. And also in that other game tonight, Villereal won 1-0 against
Yeah.
Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
And Burnley beat Everton 3-2 as well.
Terrible.
Super Frank.
Right, so tomorrow we have Prediction Battle Show with Robbie, Matty and Alex, which is coming out tomorrow morning. And then, of course, we have the Premier League show preview as well as the Best of Enemies out on Friday. So lots for you to look forward to. Saturday football show will be back on Saturday as well, I'm sure. And I mean, I can't believe it's already Thursday tomorrow. Time
Yeah, I can't believe it.
has
Yeah.
flown this week. Time has absolutely flown.
Yeah, that's flow.
It has been a pleasure to have everyone. It's been a really fun stream, actually.
Thank you very much. It's
Thank
been a
you.
Very
pleasure.
quickly.
Very much.
To be on. Thank you very
Where
much
can
for
everyone
having us.
find you, Ty? I mean, everyone knows where you are anyway, but go on.
Well, you can find me at Emirates. I can't actually put into words because I'm trying to think of the club by 50 Cent, but you can't find me there. But so you can find me.
Kaz's face was absolutely-
That would. Yep. I love
Not
it.
that eye roll from you.
You can find me. You can find me at Emirates watching our men. You can find me at Bournemouth watching our women as well. So, but I think clock end time.
Clock in time. And
On
you can also
Instagram.
find him, of course, on DR Sports.
Absolutely, and on AFTV
and
as well.
AFTV.
Thank you.
Raul, where can people find you?
Yeah, just say in Instagram at Raul Manrif. So it's easy.
Oh, that's good, Raul. I like that. That's very good.
No, the
that's very
sound
good.
is similar, but the sound
Yeah.
is similar, but
Very
it's
good.
And I just it's my personal account.
Okay.
Okay, and Matisse?
You can find me behind the sofa. MAH on YouTube. And yeah, that's the main place. Go there, focus on that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Just put all your focus on that.
Focus
and
on
not
that.
too
I
much
don't
on
want
the game.
to confuse you and send you. No, focus on that. Yeah, it's been a great stream.
You've taken it quite well.
He's done
I have no
impressed.
choice. It's Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was confident going into the game, but they've done what Real Madrid do, so you just have to
You've
take
taken it well.
To take it.
I'm happy for you. You've taken it well. And of
And
course,
where can they find you, Abby?
you can find me here on DR Sports. You can find me with Flex tomorrow, but obviously the show will be out on Friday for Premier League preview. And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Abbi Summers. So it's been great. Thank you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you.
And we will see you all very soon. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you. Good luck to